I'm Stefan Nilsson, co-creator of Things Are Getting Sketchy. You may recognize me from that thing you read that one time, or maybe even from that other thing you watched. But that's not important to this conversation. What's important is that you're here on the Kickstarter page for the Things Are Getting Sketchy Volume 1. Things Are Getting Sketchy is a bi-weekly, let's not get into that argument again. It's a bi-weekly art show where we bring in our artist friends who have given up much of their time and skills to help many causes over the past year and a half, to have their moment to bask in some unbridled capitalism. While we encourage our friends to keep doing the good work for those causes, we want them to be able to eat and pay rent too. So with the exception of a one-off here and there, Tags is for the artist. I'm sure you're saying to yourself, well, that's a great humble brag, Stefan, but what are you doing here on Kickstarter? F you, Doug, I'll deal with you later. But for everyone else, that's a great question. I'm here because we've collected the art from the past year's live streams into the first Things Are Getting Sketchy art book, aptly named Volume 1. So we hope that you'll support us and our artist friends and be a backer, and maybe even join us for our live stream events every other Saturday evenings. With that, I say thank you. You're on.
Hey everybody, and welcome to a special night of tags. The Kickstarter's going live tonight. The Kickstarter's live right now. And we have Hugh Rookwood, Casey Parsons is with us, and Mike Rooth will be joining us in a few minutes. And tonight, things will be getting swampy. So tonight, throughout the night, what's going to happen is I've got a couple pieces of art that I'm going to be auctioning off tonight. Everything's going to be low starting bids. And what I ask is that you take the winning bid, you put it towards the Kickstarter at the end of the night. And the pieces at the end of tonight, the winners will take that and put it towards the Kickstarter. With that, how is everybody doing tonight? Oh yeah, Stefan's here. So thanks for joining us, Stefan. That was a nice intro, by the way. It was a really nice intro. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah, doing all right.
Great.
Could be worse.
Yeah. And the Kickstarter is in the chat right now, so you can go ahead and go check that out, see the different tiers that are available. And Stefan will be back with us in a few minutes. So, sorry about the bad start. The hamsters must have crossed the border this week into the U.S. and caused some issues. So, all right. So, Casey, have you started laying everything down yet?
Just some background color.
Okay.
Just a little. Okay. Sorry, I know that. There we go. Switching cameras. I know the light's kind of terrible. I don't know if that's better. Just put down a bit of a green mid-tone. I kind of figure out I'm gonna do Mr. Swampy. He was just about done.
Yeah.
You can see.
Not even, buddy.
Mike will catch up, I'm sure. Draws swampy circles around us.
And it looks like Mike is ready to be brought in.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Microphone check.
How is everybody doing out there watching tonight?
In Swampy Land.
Hello, Linda. Welcome. And yeah, it definitely was not a Coke. It was Budweiser. So I'm kind of going on that because they don't have Jerkface 1000 in.
Here. Oh, just put that on your desk and I'll throw it back.
I can hear artists preparing.
Yes, CJ. So tonight, all winning bids on everything are you put it directly towards the tier. So none of the money tonight is gonna go towards us. It's gonna go directly towards the Kickstarter.
Good evening, boys. How are you?
Hey, Mike.
There he is.
Mic check.
You made it.
Yeah, we were running against the devil to get home in time, but we were visiting family for the first time in a year this last night, and had a campfire and had some beers and actually unwound a little bit and drew a swamp thing while I was at it. So yeah, but it's about 4 hours from where we live, so we actually made it back in about 3 hours, but we still were late.
3 hours.
Erica.
Yeah, she's a monster, man.
Erica,
Yeah.
the speed demon, man.
That's
Ghost
fast.
racer,
3
good.
hours.
So did we land on a specific Swamp Thing theme tonight, or are we kind of doing big pieces? Are we doing small pieces? What's the jam?
It's your jam, man. Just work your magic, buddy.
Yeah?
Free fall,
Mike
whatever
Rooth
you want
style.
to do. Yeah.
Mike Rooth.
Have you drawn Swamp Thing before, Mike? Or
I never have. I tried one last night, and it kind of came out. I don't know. It's a little wrong, but
well,
this
kind of like
is
the Hulk covered in twigs.
Pretty much, yeah.
All covered in twigs. I like
So
that.
I do have this 6x9 pencil sketch that I did last night in front of a fire. If anyone wants that, we could make that available as an auction that people could put towards the the Kickstarter. I'll just put it on here, and it's a 6x9. What's the? Oh, sorry, I'll close that window, guys.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't happen that often. Stay cool.
See, I couldn't even hear that quip you made because of the motorcycles. That should be a little bit better.
So yeah, we can do that.
Sure. Why don't you start it at what, like say $25 or something like that? It's a 6x9 sketch in pencil. Yeah.
Cool with that.
If anyone's into it.
All right, we'll do a 5-minute auction like normal now and get it started. $25.
And I'm gonna start out with a Swamp Thing coaster, which we can do for. Now, can you guys see me? Okay, I've got the new arm. The arm's a little bit. It's better.
Now you're really close,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Yeah.
I can actually bring it back and tilt it. I like that I can tilt it now, so I can actually get a level shot with the desk, and
That's cool.
So thank you for your help with that, guys. That was a good suggestion. All right.
All right, Danny brought 25, but Jeremy coming in at 30. So
Mike, did you see this? They threw a bunch of these.
I saw that. Yeah. We were spoiled rotten by Eric's brother and his wife.
it's always a good thing.
Came home with all kinds of goodies. Like that awesome IKEA candy, those dames that are like those miniature score bars.
Mm,
They are dangerous. And
yeah, I hear that.
I don't know if you guys had a chance to get to the Kickstarter page or not, but just I'll try to see if I can bring in the cover that Wesley did for the
For the kitties.
the McLaren inspired For the Kitties. He did basically like a baby Skeletor and He-Man riding kitten versions of Panther and Battle Cat.
it's for the kiddies.
For the kitties, yep.
So how's everyone's week been going?
Tired, buddy.
Please.
Yeah. Busy, right? What a busy week.
Oh yeah, it's been crazy. Oh, I'm going to be
Why?
in your stomping grounds in a couple of days, buddy.
You are?
And ladies
Heading
and
back to
gentlemen,
Ontario, buddy.
Wow.
what a crazy week.
Hugh, yeah. How long you gonna be in town, bud? Sorry, John.
Going to be in town till the 21st. Well, I'll be till the 12th. Then I got to go to New Brunswick, and then I'll be back on the 16th. And then I'll be gone again. I'll be there until the 21st.
Amazing.
Definitely got to see everybody.
Oh yeah.
Just in case for Mike, Hugh, and Stefan and Casey right now, I want to personally thank everybody that has gone to the Kickstarter so far. We are funded.
Are
What?
we funded already?
What?
Unreal.
Oh my
serious?
god.
Seconds?
So thank you,
20 minutes.
everybody.
Record?
Technically 20 minutes because it started at 7, even though I screwed up the
I ain't drawing anymore then.
the broadcast. But yeah.
We
So
quit.
thank you, everybody.
Wow.
So
Holy crap! Well, thank you, everybody. That's insane.
That's awesome.
That's
That
crazy.
says something about the fans and followers, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
it says everything about
camaraderie you've created.
Yeah, we got the best fans. We really do.
100%.
We got the best fans.
Or the craziest, but little column A, little column B, we'll take it.
I can't believe that. I shouldn't be surprised, but it's always such a wonderful thing when they goes like that quickly. Like,
Thank you
Wow.
very, very much. Yes.
awesome.
Was this because of the promise of hand turkeys or no?
No, I didn't even get the hand turkey thing up there yet.
that'll be an
So-
add-on.
so-
That's gonna be an add-on later.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
No,
I,
just
I,
gotta see
did
the
a
busy.
sample one to help Stefan out today. I don't know if I should show this. Maybe just did a quick one, like a 5-minute.
Oh, that.
Oh wait.
The whole
Unbelievable.
it was awesome.
Unbelievable. We all
What
need
if
to do those
gamma
now.
bomb caused worse mutation? Saying Hulk the most proportionate there is. By Tur Casey.
Amazing. Well, congrats, everyone. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
fantastic.
thank you guys too. So get back to work.
On to the next book.
I like that. I like that.
Oh God. Oh, what just happened here? My No, okay, we're good. I thought everybody froze for a second, but that was just me.
Sorry. All right, we're down to 20 seconds, and high bid right now on that Swamp Thing is Danny at 35.
Nice.
Oh, Barry's hoping to pop up and meet Justin and Hugh on the 14th.
Oh, wicked,
I
man.
forgot Barry's close because you stopped by and saw him on the way there, didn't you?
Sorry?
No, stopped and saw Jay.
Yeah,
Jay.
I stopped and saw Jay.
Jay Croc.
Uh, Yeah, Barry's only about maybe an hour and a half from.
Oh,
from
very
this
sad,
game,
man.
so-
That's awesome. Like, I'm jealous I won't be there. I'm so jealous, man. It's ridiculous.
You and me both,
Uh,
man.
It's all in due time. All in due
One
time.
time, yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't
well, it'll
change
come.
the now part.
Doesn't
All
change.
right.
No.
So we will start another auction. Stefan, are you good with that?
Okay, yeah, one second.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we got, so Danny got that one, right? 2 hours.
The Dan. Yeah.
Q. Okay, yep, go ahead. Let's talk about
Alright.
what you got.
We are going to put a original art Judge Dredd piece up from Carl Waller.
Oh man.
We are going to open the bidding on this one at $25.
Either your
Holy
camera
moly.
has the hiccups or a heartbeat.
It's trying to
It's going
focus.
in and out of focus. Whoop, whoop,
Ooh,
whoop, whoop.
ooh, mine?
Got like an
No,
autofocus
no,
thing.
Justin's.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to do that one. I'm sorry, you said.
Yeah, we'll start it at 25.
Oh, the points. Yeah, that's good.
Alright.
Did you have that?
No. I had a little.
Oh.
If that is anything. So this piece here, we're going to start at $25.
There you go. Now it's in focus. Beautiful.
It's like,
It's amazing what happens when you put some light on the situation.
Alright, so Hugh's on his third piece already. Is that what I'm getting?
I'll see if I can get this done tonight.
Sorry, guys. I can just read because I had a package delivered here. I got to check it.
No worries.
It's kind of relevant to this evening, I think. Oh my, yes.
So Linda, Steve Scott's pencils, and Carl inked it.
That is true. You're right. She's right. You just agreed. But either way, yes.
And we're at 70 from Murray.
Awesome piece. Voila.
Oh, very cool. Right on.
You okay, Mike?
Yeah, no, I got something I was totally not expecting shipped to me today while I was away, because we had our neighbor come in and check in on the boys, and I had some comics on my table and a box of what turned out to be comics. So I'm gonna read.
Oh, I was a little worried.
Do you
Erica's
have
driving gave
the clock
whiplash or
running,
something.
Stefan?
Say what?
Do you have the clock running?
Oh, I do. Sorry. Just, I changed screens and the timer wasn't on that one. Whoopsie.
It's hen turkey night.
We'll get there. I gotta get my game up, my art game up.
Did you do
We're
the-
trying to hold it down with you, man.
Say what?
We're trying to catch up to you.
Yeah.
Did you practice? Did you do your?
No, I didn't. Too much. I gotta finish my homework. I'm doing I gotta do a market statue, and it's gotta be done by Monday. So, yeah.
Market statue.
Marquette. Maybe I pronounced it wrong. Marquette, like out of clay.
Oh, maquette?
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, doing it of atomic.
Like the
light.
miniature, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And
Nice.
Yeah, like typical. What I try to do something, I bite off more than I can chew. So.
It's the only way to live life.
Bite big.
Yep. Absolutely. I still smell like wood smoke. It's the greatest day of my life.
Smell like a glass of scotch.
I smell like I always hoped that Red Green would smell, but he doesn't actually smell that way.
So, Stefan, Jay asked a good question. Since it got funded so fast, are we going to be doing stretch goals?
I guess we will.
Yeah.
What?
I'm already in talks on getting some things done. I just wasn't expecting it to be done already. So, yeah, expect tomorrow to have stretch goals posted. That went a lot quicker than I expected.
This is really good. That's awesome. It's exciting. Success. That takes the pressure off wondering if you're gonna, make the goal, and
Oh man, it's just like
it's nerve-wracking.
it's
Yeah.
it's huge. It's a huge thing, and I always feel bad when I see the occasional creator not quite hit their goal or come close enough that it was just a nail biter, or in some cases you see something go up and it's just not going to work because of the optics of it or how it's been assembled. And I've known that from the other end as well. Like our first Dodge campaign was kind of a it was kind of a nightmare, but we fought through it to the end and died on our faces and learned a lot as a result. And the next one was a big success. So it's
CJ comes in at 80. Sorry, guys, we're almost finishing this auction here.
yeah.
And CJ's in at 80 for the first Judge Dredd piece up tonight.
Nice.
Carl is
CJ.
the judge. Is Carl the dread or the judge? Carl's.
Oh, it's a page from Judge Dredd that Steve's got
Yep.
penciled, and Carl did the art or did the inking.
Right. Well, thank you very much, everybody.
Murray put on there replying to Troy that he got the One of One by Casey cover. He's asking if he can finally say he got a piece for him now.
Who got?
Being the bride.
Thanks, man.
In the bids. Yes, Murray. This officially makes you will have an original piece of Casey art.
Yeah. It is possible.
That's fantastic.
Being the bronze in the bit, yeah.
I got a few Casey pieces right here next to my desk.
I need more Mike and I need some Hugh. I don't have any Hugh. And Carl.
I got a couple of nice pieces from you as well. Yeah.
Need some hand turkeys and.
That's going to be one of the stretch goals. I have a feeling Stefan's going to put hand turkeys from me and him on there.
Do you just not know what spoilers are, buddy? Seriously.
Doesn't have to be hands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that was just an ongoing joke at this point, but.
Yeah, that's now the cat's out of the bag. That is going to be one of the stretch goals. Yes, that'll be.
Actually, it is
well,
actually.
Well, I mean, because it won't be original, like not like a sketch one, because stretch goals everybody gets it. It'll be like a print version of it. We gotta figure that out on that. But yes, the hand turkeys were meant to be.
Maybe the originals could be add-ons or something. People wanted that option. There's limited, obviously, to the one, but.
Yeah, we were thinking about doing just making another tier real quick to do another sketch night, and we'll just do a hand turkey sketch night.
Man, that would be a blast. I was watching some of when you guys were that chat earlier we were having, and I was thinking, man, I got to come up with something cool because you guys both nailed it with your ideas. Like that Hulk one that Casey did was crazy, but your ideas that you had stuff. I don't want to spoil it. It's just too awesome. So, but yeah, I got to think of someone cool to do as a hand turkey. Obviously, Swamp Thing would be an easy one, but it'd be fun to do something. I'm trying to think of something for Sketchelmania this Tuesday night. Martin was able to get his hands on blank 12x12 LP cases, like old record cases. Like they're beautiful and they're kind of like a nice Bristol board. I don't know how awesome they'll be, but I'm trying to think of an album that I want to redo the cover of.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I have no idea. There's a million I'd love to do. Like,
what's the paper like? Is it thick enough? Like,
you know what it is, man? It's kind of like it's thick. Yeah, it's kind of like.
Or is it like the old record sleeves? Is it like
it's
that?
very much like that without the gloss. So it's kind of a matte finish. It's a little bit toothy, but it's thick enough. I think it'll take some abuse. I don't know. Might be worth just sparing a spot on the back. You can test it out or something. But
use the hell out of it. So.
Well, I have an idea, but I mean, I don't know if you like it or not. But
sure.
So, do you know the Beastie Boys "Check Your Head" album?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, put like Thundar, Conan, and I don't know, like Hercules as the Beastie Boys characters. Sitting on the curve, just kind of hanging.
That would be great. That's an awesome idea. Charles had an amazing suggestion with his Macho Man album, Be a Man. You know that terrible rap album with the Macho Man?
Oh my God, I forgot all about that.
But like, actually, it's terrible cover, but it would be cool to I would just do it simply for the gratuitous fact of just drawing the Macho Man and making him look awesome. Macho Man Be a Man is the name of the album. I don't know. That might be a fun one. But Sabbath, Black Sabbath makes amazing records, but they have terrible album covers for the most part. Some of the early ones are really bad. Like they're charming and they're classic in their way, but they're not like. They're not as epic as they could have been, like when you think of Maiden or Slayer or guys like that.
Let me interrupt you real quick.
Yep.
Because Barry came up with a great idea for your hand turkey. Do 4 fingers as the TMNT and the thumb as Shredder.
Not Jenica?
All conjoined?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking somehow you bend the hand and make like almost like they're fighting. Yeah.
Oh, that would be funny. That's a good idea.
You'd have like a 6th finger as
Yeah,
be a polydactyl. Sure, why not?
You ever said whose hands?
Actually, you could use the hand shape, right? And then you could actually make 4 turtles, coming in, and then you could make you could also make Casey Jones and then you could fill this area with shredder surrounded by a bunch of foot soldiers, and just do like a tiny little detailed, totally filled hand shape, like an actual high action TMNT panel in the shape of a hand. I think that'd be kind of fun. It'd actually be funnier if it was in the shape of a foot. But
yeah, of course, yeah. Actually, yeah, that would be.
The foot. Yeah.
Well, no one said you can't start foot turkeys.
That's true. I love it.
Gobble, gobble.
Oh my god. I will be right back.
Already. He's leaving already.
Fine.
Hey, Stefan, did that Aftershock book I did a cover for that starts with a C get announced this week?
Did you say it starts with a C?
Starts with a C, yeah. You know the one.
Yeah. Campese?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so it's been talked about? Okay, cool. Because that's what I got today was my Campeses.
You got them before I did. What the hell?
Yeah. I think it's because are they printed in Canada, though, eh? I think.
Most likely.
Maybe in Montreal.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to show those off later on.
Nice.
Because Canada's better.
Yep, because the other one that you did hasn't been announced.
No. Okay.
So.
Spoilers.
No spoilers. That's the problem.
Oh, man. My brother-in-law has a deep fryer, and it's dangerous. Let me just say that.
Yes, I'm sure they are. My brother's got one too, and it's just ridiculous.
We had hush puppies for breakfast, man. We had he spoiled us rotten last night. That was wild.
What is a hush puppy? I don't think I've ever had one.
Kind of like a savory donut, but small, like a Timbit, but maybe bigger than a Timbit. But usually with chives or like onions or something cool like that mixed
Similar
through.
to those elephant ears.
So they're
thing,
super puffy on the inside, but they're crispy on the outside. That might just be the Canadian version. I don't know.
This is amazing to hear a Canadian try to describe a hush puppy.
Well,
It would be
I
like
don't
me
know.
trying to describe poutine, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's delicious, and I've only had them once before, and I believe I was in North Carolina when I had them, or like at an American restaurant chain up here that I can't remember what, but I've had them before, just once I think, and they're just kind of like
It's fried dough. It's fried.
It's fried dough basically, yeah, but they're kind of puffy on the inside, like a cakey style donut,
Oh no,
Canadian
it's awesome. It's cornbread. It's fried cornbread.
Yeah, it's got a corn. That's right.
Is what it is.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You can basically just style them up, design them however you want, but they're, in terms of ingredients, but they're amazing. I never really had them as a, as a dinner thing before, and oh man, it was just spoiled. Totally spoiled. It's just weird having.
Next time, go for jalapeno cheddar ones.
Oh, dude, we brought home.
Oh,
That's exactly the train. You're exactly in Erica's brain, because we actually brought home fresh jalapenos from his garden, because he's got like this giant garden, and he made fresh jalapeno poppers last night. And they were mental, because normally when you get jalapeno poppers, they're out of the freezer or something like that. These fresh from the garden. Oh my God! Like it was over the top. Yeah. I think I gained 15 pounds just repeating myself.
Real quick, I'm gonna switch screens to show Casey's hand turkey Hulk. This is the idea that we were coming up with. Well, actually, I gotta credit where credit due. Casey actually came up with this because I started laughing, going, it'd be like Picasso style, but it's fantastic.
Hair. Yeah.
So good. So yeah, Hugh's being awful
Nothing
quiet,
but
man.
the best.
He's trying to sneak up on everybody.
What happened?
I said you're being awful quiet, so I think you're trying to sneak up on
No,
everybody.
I'm just listening to the conversation, man. Just listening to the conversation.
Insanity.
Get caught up in doing my swamps.
Yeah, hand turkey is gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, and that's a nice, fun, low pressure
Yep.
thing. It'd be a lot of fun. I could do more of those.
You got to become a kid again sometimes.
Yeah. And I love doing the serious, creepy stuff all the time, but yeah, sometimes you gotta remember Mad Magazine and
Yeah.
No, Alicia, this shirt stays with me. This is my cocktail shirt. Speaking of cocktails, anybody drinking tonight? Or are you guys trying to stay sober to do your Swamp Things?
I'm still on the black coffee tonight. I've been drinking coffee all day, so I'm a little jittery. But I might. We're also sent home with all kinds of different beers, so I'm gonna maybe have a beer later on.
I think when I get to a good spot on this, I might pour myself something. I'll try and keep a clear head until then.
Hand banana from Troy.
And banana.
Figure that one out. Oh yeah, Linda had fried cornmeal with onions. That's a good one too. Yeah, I might have some hush puppies tomorrow, I think.
Oh man.
I'm firing up the smoker again, so I'll send you pictures. Let you know how we eat in Florida.
So do they do like? Maybe I'm getting the terminology wrong. Is there like a sweet version of hush puppies
Yes.
that like Dave serves?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the last time I had hush puppies, and they were so deep fried and so oily. Like I had 2 of them, and I was like, I gotta stop. Why did I order a dozen of these? You know? And they were just over the top rich, like just over rich with oil and grease and that. But yeah, the ones that my brother-in-law made were like incredible. They were just they exploded like apple fritters, you know, like they kind of blow up. They're not like a uniform Denny's shape, you know.
Yeah, it's it depends on the cornmeal that's in it. If they sweeten it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like a base to do just about anything with, as in terms of an appetizer or whatever. It's pretty. Anyway, it's an education for me this weekend.
All right.
A good education.
Yeah,
I am back.
So what do you want to do about it?
So I have another auction,
Woohoo!
and this
More
one is
Carl.
not for art.
Well,
This
you
is
want
our
to
top
you
comic
want to
books.
pump the brakes there, son? I gotta get you back on video. Slow your
Well,
roll.
I'm not going to show it yet.
I know, but you're sitting there talking about an auction and getting everybody all angsty and the pantsy and got nothing. All right, you're on screen, buddy. Go nuts.
Okay. All right. So for the next auction, this is going to start out at low. And if I'll show you guys what's going to happen is if we hit $150 on the bid, I have an extra piece I'm going to toss in.
Woohoo!
Oh,
So
Mm.
You got a tosser.
I smell
For
bribery.
this-
I smell bribery.
guys,
That's the whole run.
a full run of issues 1 to 12
wow.
of Watchmen. So this is probably mid to higher grade books. So issue 1,
Oh man, it's so nice. Go through all of them, man.
3, 4, 5, all the way up to issue 12.
Comic gold.
Absolute treasure right there, man.
So we have all 12 issues. I'm
Wow.
going to start the bidding at $50, and if we hit $150,
Oh,
I have these Heroes metal figure set of Watchmen,
woohoo!
What are they?
and
What?
they're Heroes metal figure set.
Oh, wow.
Classic,
Oh,
man.
shit.
Inside
Holy shit!
this.
This is the 80s.
No.
set.
Fuck. Why did you not tell me you had
Okay,
this?
guys.
So tell me you had this.
Oh, evil.
And you
Truly
have
evil.
all the metal figures.
Fuck.
You are
up,
savage, sir. I didn't know you had that. I would have killed for that. I've been
Yeah, no
wanting
shit,
that
no
my
shit.
whole life.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So, guys,
I
this
may have
is
to break my ethical guide here. Fuck.
break it.
No.
And Eric opens it out. Guys, this Metal Heroes figure set alone is worth $100.
It's awesome.
At least.
Okay? So
Whoever
you
wins
got-
this, talk to me after the show, Barry.
Barry's at 150. All right. Here we go.
Man.
The Watchmen set is literal comics gold. Like I have.
The Watchmen set is worth $200 almost. So
I don't care about the comic book. I want the fucking figure.
Yeah, man, DC Heroes was such an unbelievably well-constructed role-playing game.
I love
It left so much. It left so much to the player to interpret their character and the limited stats that you're given. Like, and not in terms of power, but in terms of just the breakdown of the character sheet was so much less complex than like the Marvel ones and other games. It was just a simple, beautiful. If you had a good storyteller, running the show, my God, the fun that we had with the Watchmen run in particular.
Yeah.
Friends back in high school. My friend Shane, who's having a hard time right now. I love you, Shane, if you're listening to this. He was like the best game master, is the best game master I've ever had. And we had such an amazing time in the DC universe that he constructed around us. My buddy Dave played Swamp Thing for years. It was incredible the way he did that. But he did a Watchmen thing where we got to play different Watchmen. It was just like an unbelievable thing. And anyway, yeah. Man, that is classic. Like, that pulls my heartstrings just looking at that whole display you're doing right now.
God damn.
and Eric is at $200.
Yeah, Rob is taunting people saying that whoever buys them needs to auction them off to me and Mike. Not cool. Not cool. You know what? If whoever does win it wants to sell me the Watchmen thing, I'll even do an online reading of the Watchmen book. In my library reading chair with a smoke jacket and a pipe. I'll go full character for this one.
Need a wig. Yeah, you need a good wig for that.
I love it.
What'd you say, Case?
You need a good wig too, like a Bob Ross kind of wig. And
Oh, I've got plenty of wigs. Well, I'll let dealer choice on that one.
You should
sit
do
by
it.
the fire.
Dress up as the comedian. Read the whole thing as the comedian. That would be fantastic.
Oh, I could do. Oh, I'll do character. I'll do characters.
You can pull off comedian pretty easily. You just need that shoulder pad, and you're already halfway there.
See, you know.
They asked us to save him. We said no.
Yeah, I just kind of mix
I gotta show
between
these
either
metal
comedian or
figures
Rorschach
again, guys.
because
Like,
I can,
it's still got the original card in it, right? So it's still got the original card in it with the figures.
yeah, sketchy
That's
piece
a
theater.
beautiful
Yes,
thing.
Rob. Barry's
You
at
know what I-
225. Oh
And then it's
man,
got all the figures in here, guys.
this is so. I mean, this is awesome, but it's painful.
So, guys, it's and you know what? And how often do you see these metal figures out in the wild? Like, you never.
In the wild,
No.
yeah. Well, the Jane Goodall special was pretty good on him, but yes, not often do we see them. Correct.
And Barry's at 225.
There's Ozymandias. Fishing for tuna.
Yeah, and I'll give him the cool movie representation, not the bullshit TV show representation.
Still the only book, I guess, comic book that's ever made it onto the New York Times bestseller. I think it's in the top 100 novels, I believe. It's like the only comic to ever do that, The Watchmen.
Watchmen's sick, man.
Like, timeless.
Yeah, those are right there.
Old DC Heroes playbook.
Oh my god, you even get. Oh, dude.
King for all time.
Oh,
Fonts of all
wow.
time. Oh, my
Okay.
Blood Bowl handbook. Look at that original Blood Bowl handbook.
Yeah, I got that one, but the DC hero thing, that's awesome, dude.
And look at this beauty.
Dude, oh.
Wow.
This is the
Wow.
only official Alan Moore additional material that was ever created as canon for the series. It came out after the series. It was designed with the idea that fans would be able to build on what he created. and do their own thing, and it filled in some more history, some characters. It's got this beautiful Dave Gibbons cover, which never, I always thought it was an actual cover, but it never was a cover of the book. It's a cover of this book. And man, one of my favorite drawings of the comedian. This is something I've had for a long time. It's awesome.
So you know my birthday's in 27 days, right? Fine.
You're about a minute left.
All right.
A little under. And Barry is the high bidder on the Watchmen set at $225, issues 1 to 12, and the metal figure set. Next time, Stefan, I'll tell you what I'm going to put up before I.
Yeah,
put it
please
up.
do, man. Because not that I'm often gonna sweep the leg, but occasionally I might sweep the leg.
Well, and remember, Justin. Remember, the two can play at this game, eh?
I
250 Eric.
Oh, Eric's at 250. Guys, these Swamp Thing's looking awesome. I just realized what Hugh's doing. Sneaking it in there, buddy. Nice.
Oh yeah. I had a similar thought. I'm not gonna lie, but that is brilliant. That is brilliant.
There's always a moment where you're tempted to. You
hoping
can't help
somebody
but
would.
think of him.
Yep.
And we are going to have to go back and review to see if it was
Ooh.
Eric or Alicia.
Oh yeah! Holy cow!
So, Eric and Alicia, we will go back and review who came in first.
Oh, Alicia battling Eric?
Yeah, that was a heated fight at the end. That was popping.
Yeah.
Last
They've had a
few
few
seconds.
close calls. They've had a few close finishes like that,
Well, thanks everybody. We'll figure that one
Man.
out.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's a cool little custom day going. Yeah, all those details. Since I, no, never mind. I actually went on camera once. Damn it! I was gonna say, since I'm not on camera tonight, I should be able to vote or bid. But damn you for leaving, Justin. No, we have to be fair, Rob. No. Oh man.
Let's see.
Hey, can I throw a wrench into all your plans right now?
Yeah.
Oh, wrenches all night, buddy.
He laughed evilly. Hold on a second.
You can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench.
Since Justin wants to surprise people with crazy Watchmen auctions of rare figures, I'm going to do the same thing.
What?
In support of our Kickstarter tonight, I got these in the mail. This is the first issue of Campese, and I'm going to try to get it on camera here.
Yeah. Watch your ink, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause right now, we got
No? Some glare? Oh, that's too dark, probably.
No, it's there. It's just it needs to go to the right because you
That's
got
good.
all the other images
Yeah.
on top of it.
Something like that.
Give me a second.
Move my ink over.
Hmm.
Can you see it all right? Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna put you full screen with no overlay. I just needed 1 second to do that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was a super fun cover. It's actually a really, really cool comic.
Let me put you back to that real quick. Sorry, I'm building the screen as we go, and I forgot to add the audio. So keep talking now. You're good.
Still on? Oh, okay, cool. So so along with it, I could put a remark on it or not, if your preference. But what I'm also going to donate with this is the original drawing, the original art.
Oh shit!
I'm going to zoom up a little bit to try to show it. This is the original art of Campese, 11 by 17, ink and wash, and this is our next option, I guess.
Mike for
Crazy,
president.
man.
Can I bid on this?
No,
No.
sorry.
Nope, this is for fans
I
only,
couldn't
man.
bid on the fucking DC figures you just gave out.
Payback.
We both feel the pain tonight. Yep.
What do you want us to open the bidding at, Mike?
Let's open the bidding at $25.
I'm gonna go Scream.
25,
No.
All right, so
He's
opening
gonna
bid.
sign in Spustin, under another false account.
Art, original cover art, and signed first issue of Campese.
That's a crazy bargain.
Yeah,
$25 reduce, baby.
and Jeremy opens it at $30.
He knows a bargain when he sees it. All right, Barry's at 40.
Excellent.
Yeah, Rob,
yeah,
thanks for being late to the party, but yes, we are going to have stretch goals starting tomorrow. Wasn't expecting to have to react so quick. I should have known better. But yes, we will have stretch goals showing up tomorrow.
Oh, gosh.
Things are getting stretchy.
And and we will also have a backer goal too, just in case. That way we don't have to squeeze everybody to get more out of it. But yes, so there will be bonus material up there tomorrow.
Bonuses.
Things are
That's
getting
crazy.
stretchy.
Where's my screen? Oh, here we go.
Okay, guys, so the original art for Campese is up with a copy of the book,
They didn't print too many of these, eh, Stefan? I don't think.
and Paul jumps it to 150.
I'm sorry, what were you asking, Mike?
They didn't print too many of these happy hour specials. I don't think, eh?
No, the happy hour specials are limited to 400 or less.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we do 300 for the happy hour, and then if we partner up with a store, this is basically the Justin rule. we print out because Justin joined us on the Bunny Mask one.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Sweet.
but we don't do more than 400, so we only allow one store to partner with us if we want to. But with Campese, Campese was because Bunny Mask did so well. And Joe realized, oh shit, Stefan might be right about having exclusives. So Campese was kind of like that afterthought, let's get it done before the book comes out.
Right.
Yeah, because the numbers on that, and especially since Kaiju Score announcement with the Gunn Brothers. So Kaiju Score is selling it everywhere, and now Campese's getting the that flow over sales because it's the same writer.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Mike, can you put that art back on screen?
Yeah,
real
absolutely.
quick for everybody again?
Yep. Sorry, I'm getting used to my new camera arm here. It's a little different.
So the colorized version, Rob, for Last Ronin number 5 is going to be an exclusive variant specifically through Big Country Comics. So
You kind of faded out in the last part of that sentence. What'd you say?
Which is pretty awesome.
sorry, yeah. So the full color version of Last Ronin number 5 that were Mike's exclusive for number 1 is going to be released. So when we first went to IDW, we essentially asked them that we wanted to release the one we did plus a full color version, and they honored that for us. So that was good.
That's super awesome, man. It's incredible.
And
Pretty excited.
all right,
We're under
so
a
the
minute.
original we're at 150 to Paul for
Right on.
the original art for Campese #1, and we are at less than a minute to go.
Oh,
Wow, that's a
oh.
that's a good home, but you know,
Yeah,
Such
you know,
a
I
good
think at
deal.
some point I'm gonna have to work with Paul to start like an art gallery because his collection that he keeps posting on Facebook. I'm like, man, this is such like, I mean, because
Oh, yeah.
he'll always put like groups of art that he got from an artist here or there.
175 CJ.
175.
Guys, less than 30 seconds.
180.
Oh. Who's texting you to say they're trying to get their bid in on the side there? I heard someone's phone vibrate. Yeah, kill your feed, kill your feed. All right, Murray's at 180. Oh, CJ's at 185.
185 CJ.
Oh yeah, and
Oh, we'll have to check that one actually again because CJ and Tim came in. Looks like almost the same time, so we'll have to check.
Okay,
that one's over.
sold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
either CJ or Tim. We'll have to look on that one.
Okay,
happy
so
with
just
either
make
result.
we'll make a note of that.
Right on. Well, I like both of these gentlemen, so I'll be happy to whichever good home it goes to. Cheers, guys. Thank you. And yeah, if you've already supported the Kickstarter, just go and adjust your pledge and just dump the winning amount on the Kickstarter. Like if either Tim or CJ have already pledged on the Kickstarter, just go ahead and add this extra amount if that's how it's going to work, you know.
Cute.
All right. So next up on the block, Stefan, we're good for another auction?
Yeah. Go on.
I'm going to do one more tonight. Judge Dredd piece, penciled by.
Focus.
Is it not focusing?
Hey, you're kind of pixelated at the moment, bud. I'm thinking your internet might be coming in a little weak now.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to open the bidding on this piece at $25.
That's
Another
gorgeous.
Judge Dredd piece drawn by Steve Scott, inked by Carl Waller.
Yeah.
Is there a page number on it?
No.
Oh.
What'd you ask, Mike?
Oh, just if there was a page number written on it. I always write my page number right on the page. That's all. I just
Oh,
weird.
yeah. Oh no. Oh, Linda's there. Hey, Linda, ask Carl if he knows.
And this is Mega City Manhunt. This is by Steve Scott and Carl Waller.
It's a beautiful.
Thank you, Linda. It's a good thing Linda's here because I'm butchering this tonight. And Murray's in it.
Dude, that's looking crazy, man. Ah, Casey, I love that. That's wicked.
oh, thank you.
Huge, big, toony eyes on.
Well, I'm leaving space there because I'm gonna put give
Oh,
them
yeah.
those red. Yeah, I didn't want to like put a swath of green there. You gotta layer. You gotta layer.
Layer it in. I've been reading your Swamp Thing books, and I'm on book. I'm just coming up to the end of book 6, where he's like volume 6, I guess, the trade paperback, so around issue between 58 and 64, and it's him when he's in space trying to find.
Oh
his
yeah,
Earth.
that's so trippy.
It's,
like
it's
all that
such
stuff.
it's such trippy weird stuff. It's such big ideas, like when he the one where it's drawn in a totally different style, where he ends up like basically trying to graph the planet, but the planet's all this made of
blue.
not the blue one, no, the one like after he hooks up with Adam Strange, and then he goes to like.
Oh, okay.
It's a really weird thing, and the whole comic is written from the perspective of the planet. And he goes there and like impregnates the planet in his journey to try to latch to the planet to form a new body to find his way back to Earth. But like he goes through this planet's whole like defense systems and like gets torn apart and like rebuilt a bunch of times and eventually gets kind of spat out. Yeah.
Like, is that book not life-changing?
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Have they ever had Swamp Thing do anything with Mogo?
I'm not sure actually. That's a good question.
Oh, I'll have to look.
I actually haven't read a ton of
That might be my
Swamp
next pitch to DC. I'm sorry, correction. My next rejected pitch to be DC. Hugh, man, how are your books doing? Like you have the new children's book coming out, don't you?
Yeah, that's what was kicking my ass for the last like 10 days. Try to get that.
Who's the subject matter on this one?
It's this trick writer, Florence Ledoux.
Huh?
And her husband was the one that basically started the Calgary Stampede down here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and it's her story, and it's just like, especially being a woman back in those days,
Mm-hmm.
she was one of the best trick writers in the world, so.
It's amazing.
When's that book come out?
I think we're looking to have everything completed by October. So I think that's when we're looking to have everything completed by October. So.
Is this one with Red Barn Books again?
Yep, it's with Red Barn again.
Oh, right on, man.
And then I think I told you guys already. I can't remember. I finished the last book for Paper Rock Scissors, Lou.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a 38-pager.
Ooh.
Yeah, and so finished that off. So.
You've been busy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Had to get all that done so that I could make it down to New Brunswick. Where we from? New Brunswick. Yeah.
If anybody's close, August 14th, Hugh Rookwood will be here for our opening.
Yes, all my East Coast Massive.
Yeah, man.
That would have
East
been
Coast
awesome.
Massive, come check me.
Wish I could be there, man.
Oh, trust me.
Can you do several grand openings? Right. Like this will be the soft opening, and then like a medium soft opening. Be nice to go out there.
All right, guys, we are at less than a minute to go, and Murray is the high bidder on this Judge Dredd.
Hooray!
And at $50.
You pronounce the name quality?
Man, I don't know if it's Comcast or Facebook just fucking with us today, but my God.
Hey, Roberto. My buddy Roberto watching. Roberto's a
Roberto.
He's like, Roberto. He's out in Calgary still, right? Yeah, I think.
Roberto.
Roberto.
Sold to Murray.
We actually got to get Roberto on the show sometime, man. He's awesome. We got to get him on. He's a solid artist.
Yeah, hook him up with us, and yeah, we'll definitely have him on the show.
I'll send him some coasters so he can join us for a coaster night or something. Like that.
Woohoo!
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
He agrees with you. He is a good artist. Or maybe that
More
was,
competition.
or
You know
maybe
what?
that was his location. He agreed with you, so I'm not sure if he's talking about his location or that he's a good artist. So.
Roberto also has the same birthday as me, which is pretty weird and cool. And And yeah, he has done. He did, I believe, a pretty rad variant cover for Faith, I think, for Valiant a few years ago, for Red Skull Comics out there in
Red Skull.
Calgary. Yeah. No, he's solid, man. He's good. He's good stuff.
Very cool.
All right. Well, there's no.
Can you push your art a little to the right there, buddy? There you go.
Yeah. Hey, Ronald, what's up, man?
Did you guys just stop talking, or was that me?
No, I'm just tending to my cats.
Because I have a very important topic to talk about when we finally, don't have an auction going or anything like that. So.
Is it like really important, or is it just one of those stupid "I hate a movie" shows?
Oh, it's Stefan important. So take that
Okay,
how
so,
you
all right,
see.
well, then-
Take that how you see fit. Yeah.
Could mean anything.
Okay, well, while you get that, I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna get another comic book or something ready for auction.
Well, we're gonna auction off this coaster that Mike has finished. Oh, Mike!
Yeah.
Mike, you're doing well with that new arm there,
Wow.
buddy.
I'm learning. But yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I don't know if we want to auction this. I mean, I'm going to go for 25. So let's start this at $10 or something, I guess.
All right, we'll do it $10, and we'll go even shorter in this one. We'll just do a 3-minute auction.
Sure. And I will be right back.
All right. So
And then,
starting
I
at
don't know-
$10, a Swamp Thing coaster. That's it.
Long-haired, freaky swamp thing.
Sorry, hippie Swamp Thing.
A hippie swamp thing.
Rob said Mike's coaster makes you think that Rob Zombie would make a great Swampy. He's not wrong.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Up in the back of my Dracula.
So I'm gonna decide here now. We got two. Well, we usually go to what? A little after 10, right?
Well, I mean, 10, but it depends on where the art is for everybody. Yeah.
I wonder if I should start a really big piece and just do something simple like a headshot. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. 18 by 12, or should I go 18 by 9 by 12, 18 by 12, or 18 by 24.
I guess it depends on how far you can get your camera out.
Yeah, they're pretty high.
18
That's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know. I'm gonna say 18 by 24, but that's totally up to you. What do you think you can do in 2 hours?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go 18 by 24. Yeah, I think I will. I'm gonna go big.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna draw it in pencil crayon, and I'm gonna ink it with some ink and some watercolor afterwards. It's gonna be big. And I guess it should be a swamp thing, or maybe I should do.
Oh, wow! Real quick,
Wood
guys.
grill?
I didn't realize this till Rob just posted it in the. Oh, Eric Paris said 18 by 24.
All right.
The Eric has spoken.
Yeah, you got to do it now.
Yeah, but I didn't realize till Rob just said this because he's on the fence about which one of the guys to pledge to get the sketch cover since it showed up too late for the $500 levels. Did not realize that each one of the 1-for-1 covers sold out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I did not. Honestly, I put those in there kind of like this would be cool to do, but I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. Yeah, each one of your 1-for-1 covers, yours, Hugh's, Casey's, and Carl's all sold. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Guys, rock, man.
that is going to be fun to
Be-
do. Though.
Most successful campaign I've ever been a part of.
Rob, I don't know if Eric bought all of them. I don't know. I'll have to look at the backer list later.
Did Eric buy all
But no, I think I saw Alicia say earlier that she got the Carl one. So. Yeah.
Oh, did we have a winner on this coaster yet?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got all. No, we're down to the last few seconds. David Hunt is at 25.
All right.
And we're down to the last few seconds. Under 10. Eric Paris got Hughes. At least you did get Carl's. And it's sold. Okay, cool. It went to, who did I say it was? Sorry. David Hunt got the coaster.
Right on, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. And I'm not sure if you were here earlier, but what we're doing is just go to the Kickstarter and pledge the 25 there. You just, whatever level, like the $10 book, put the extra on there, boom, boom, and then we'll get you the coaster and everything. Awesome puffy, guys.
Holy moly.
Oh, shit. Is it really sitting up?
That's crazy.
Man, I gotta... Damn it. The problem is, like
I
watching
haven't even
everything
looked
else.
at it yet.
See, I'm seeing a different number. I wait for that to increase, but...
Oh, you know what, though? That might be coming up in Canadian funds on our end. Barry's
Oh,
end.
yeah. That would make sense. But still, it's at $3,000 on our end, so thank you again, guys.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Wow. Yeah. This is...
It's gonna be a cool book, man. I can't wait.
Oh, it's looking so good. I think I'm gonna, I guess I won't, since Justin's already done the spoilers, we'll do the other spoiler. One of the backer goals was going to be a digital copy that we can send out early. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah. So, but it looks great. The art is laying out super nice. The coasters came out much better than I expected. So that was I was happy to see that because I was concerned on how that would lay out on the page.
Swamp.
Hey, Casey. Oh, I like the red.
You gotta put the red in there.
Interesting.
I'm always unsure if I should put in like the yellow pupils and iris, like or
No,
just
I think
leave
just
it
the
all
red socket kind of, especially with your style.
Yeah,
I think that works better.
yeah. I usually kind of like that too, like just leaving it all red.
Rob wants to add sketchy pogs. If there is ever a tags item, it should be a pog. Yeah.
They're back in pog form,
Oh my god, I forgot about pogs. Unreal.
as we all should. They were such a hit. They were so good though. Pogs.
Murray's replying to Eric that got there right away with real tough choice. Happy they all went, yeah. Me too, Murray. And I'll apologize to Murray for Doug getting my ire in the video instead of you, but fuck that guy, Doug.
Yeah, my sister came over, so I didn't get a chance to watch the Kickstarter video. I'll check everything out after the show
Oh, no worries.
and share and everything.
So there's two questions floating around that I wanted to get to. One, I'm not sure if we want to talk about it because I'm not sure if everybody's watched it yet, and I know it's just going to get our ire up. But I think it was Barry asked earlier if everybody had watched Masters of the Universe yet.
I did.
And we can skip that if you guys don't want to talk about it. I'm okay with not talking about that anymore because it's, just garbage. But the other one was something Alicia brought up in the tags group a couple weeks ago, and it's bothered me ever since because I don't think everyone's thinking about the implications of her question. She was asking, like, if you could be in any animated world, what world would you be in?
Yeah.
And I specifically had to ask, like, are you still you in that animated world, or are you one of the main characters? Because that makes a huge difference on how that world affects you.
I
And
think
everyone
you would
was
at
just
least
like-
have to have the properties of a cartoon. to be
Well,
in
I
that
mean,
world.
like, think about it. Like, if you wanted to be in TMNT and you're just Casey, you could be walking down the street and, foot ninjas are just jumping out and taking your shit every other day. And if you're not happen to be over the right, sewer manhole, you're completely screwed.
Yeah.
Or you could be like random machine gun victim from like Robotech or something like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's
Like,
what I'm saying. That's a living fucking nightmare if you're in a cartoon world and you're just you.
oh, I don't have a mech suit in this world.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, think about it. If you're in Looney Tunes, and you're just you in Looney Tunes. Man, you
No.
see a coyote, you get the fuck away because you know something's about to blow up. Real.
So is it a Space Jam scenario or Roger Rabbit or like?
Yeah.
Are,
Like I said,
you,
got-
are you turned into a cartoon?
the only way being in a cartoon works is if you're a primary character.
Mm.
Like I think of Homer going into the 3D world.
Oh yeah, classic.
Yeah, exactly. Well, at least he did walk into the exotic cake store.
But it'd be like so disturbing, right? You'd have to get used to that.
Yeah, but that's
There'd be a lot to deal with.
And it's been nagging at me ever since because we never had the conversation about it, and I just kept seeing everybody like piling on which cartoon world they want to live in, and I'm like, no, She even said that you are yourself, so you're completely bricked in that scenario.
That's why I'd want it to be like Cool World or something then, because then it's like you can kind of go between. You could kind of.
Well, until Cool World starts trying to break out and take over.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I think Cool World might be the safest option because other than Hollywood or Holly, the rest of them were pretty ineffective at what they're trying to do. But even Roger Rabbit would be a nightmare, and I love that movie.
Yeah. Christopher Lloyd kind of scared me when I was younger.
Oh, when he starts turning into his actual form.
Well, it was just like when he got steamrolled, like that actually creeped me out.
And the high pitch octave.
I'm like, this is like a guy actually getting run over by a steamroller feet first, like.
Yeah, and the only thing that could save you if someone shoots the gun at you is if you're loaded with dum-dums, because those bullets technically smart bullets but weren't smart enough to actually follow you. But if someone didn't have dum-dums and had actual smart bullets, you're kind of bricked again. I think the only world that could work would be Futurama, because most everyday people in Futurama were okay.
Like Rick and Morty, no? Like there could be.
No, I mean, good
got
luck in Rick
options.
and Morty. Yeah, you might as well
That's
roll
true.
a 20-sided die every morning to see if your world's going to be annihilated. Yeah, because Morty wanted
Living
to talk to
sun.
squirrels, or. Barry's
Was
asking.
that creepy one with the sun that was alive?
Say what?
It was like that sun that came up screaming. That one world they would go to.
Oh yeah. But what the weird part was the one they went to and everything was corn was the one that got Rick all scared. Everything's on the cob.
I gotta watch that show in order.
Okay, so Roberto's saying Bob's Burgers. I guess that wouldn't be a super bad choice.
I just don't like the look of everybody. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the
bother
sacrifices
me.
will have to be made, but again, you don't have to worry about your world exploding every 2 minutes, and occasionally people will just break out in song to explain their feelings.
Perfect.
But that was like my first thought. The question was like, is it a cool world to be in? Like, how does it look? What are the characters like? Like, I wouldn't want to be in, what's that one? The Hill, King of the Hill.
Ugh.
So it'd just be like, I just want to throw up all the time,
I am
Just
a king of the
looking
hill.
around.
I'm basically like 46-year-old Bobby Hill, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want some of that Peggy's Apple Bitty?
So Rob's finally mentioned one that I can't comment on because I've never watched it, but the Fairly Odd Parents. Is that a Nickelodeon show, I think, right?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Canadian. Yep.
Don't remember that.
I think like the main character had fairy godparents or something. But again,
Yep.
how does the everyday average person fare in that world? Like, especially if the main character's got fairy godparents, right?
So, like, if you're you and
Yeah.
you go into
Well, I'm assuming you're you, but you're an animated you in that world. You're not
Okay.
You're not
So-
Cool World going in. You're not Brad Pitt going in there. You're you, but now you're an animated
But
version
as a cartoon,
in that
okay.
world. Yeah.
So if you go to SpongeBob, you're not just gonna drown in.
No, you're probably going to be a sea cucumber or one of the
Wrong
jawfish.
choice.
A little too deeply with this shit.
I think I would have to choose.
We're not gonna drown if we go to SpongeBob.
Well, yeah, you could be.
Bottom or
is
whatever
it
it's
Shirley?
called.
Is that the squirrel with the?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, you won't. You'll just be part of the world, so you'll abide by the rules of the world. That's again what makes it so. This could go wrong real quick.
Okay.
But
I think
yeah.
I would want to be in Thundar the Barbarian, only because in that show, because it was like a Hanna-Barbera Ruby Spears production, no one actually dies in that show or is in any real danger, unless you're like an evil mutant. In which case, the worst that's going to happen is you're going to get your ass beat by Ookla or Thundar once or twice. But you're not going to get killed because unless you're a robot. But if you're yourself,
once you're a robot, you're fucked.
Yeah. If you're a robot, forget about it. It's like robot season all the time in Thundar's world, but which is actually our world.
You remember when Thundar left Ookla to fly the helicopter?
Oh God!
Like,
It's
hold
just
up.
so when when they're in the amusement park
Controls
and
like
they're fighting.
Ookla, land the helicopter. The guy's like, what the hell? Arr!
See, okay, so I got a couple people posted up here. So, Linda said Yellow Submarine People, the Beatles. I'm so there, but I don't think. Well, I mean, this may be good for Linda, but it would be pure, hell for me. The only music that would ever be in that world is Beatles music.
Just that one song.
Yeah, it just jammed
Over
a
and
screwdriver
over.
in my fucking ear right now. 'Cause, oh my god.
Not a Beatles fan either. Why should I be surprised about that?
Oh.
All right. Stefan, can we do another auction or no?
Oh, you're back. Hey, sure. Why not, Justin? Let's do another auction.
We're gonna do another book.
All right, buddy. Let's see what you got.
All right.
Show us what you
So
got.
next up is going to be
Oh, that's
Batman, the Man Who Laughs. This is a high grade book, and we are going to open the bidding at $25 on this one. So we'll just do another 5-minute auction.
sure.
So Batman, the Man Who Laughs. That gives people enough time to, if they want to see what the actual book is worth and everything like that. So $25 opening bid.
Neat.
It is a good book. I think, it's definitely it's a high grade book. So from 2005.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at someone posting. Not being that big of a dick.
2005.
Danny asked, one, did you guys watch the Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer? Fuck you, Comcast. And how bad did Stefan hate it? I actually, sit down, Danny. I don't hate it yet. Like, I'm not in love with it and going to say it's great, but there's a chance it could be good because they're actually building a new generation of the Ghostbusters based on the old and giving the nod to the old. And that's how you build new audience without shitting on the old audience. So,
Do you
it's got
like that
potential.
you may get cameos from the... Like, do you like that idea that there's going to be cameos from the original cast?
You know, I'm okay with that. I never really think that has to be done, but you just don't shit all over the original fan base. The reason you have the ability to make a remake is because there's a huge fan base that loves this property.
Preach.
And it's not, and I'm not just saying Ghostbusters. That just goes across any type of
Yep.
reimagining, remake, blah blah blah. And if you're going to just shit all over the original fan base to propel your new fan base and your new characters to being awesome off the backs of the old, go fuck yourself. I have no interest. And that also recaps my thoughts on Master of the Universe. That's a twofer.
Well, I tried watching Masters of the Universe. I couldn't get past the first episode. The dialogue is too stupid for me.
Oh, the opening scene, man! Talk about
I couldn't
forced
deal with it.
dialogue. Jesus Christ!
I was like, oh my gosh! It was just like, oh, this is crazy.
Pretty bad in places for sure.
Yeah, that was.
First at $25.
All right. And
I tried
apologize
hard
again,
to
everybody,
like
for
it.
the kind of stutter going on with the feed. Like I said, I don't know if it's Comcast or Facebook, but every now and then we are dropping. This is the most frame drops we've ever had. It's annoying.
Sorry about that, boys and girls.
Yeah, Jeremy made it to the end of episode 2 and turned it off. I had to force myself to watch all it because I figured I can't bitch about it at this point if I don't actually watch it.
Because it's 5 short episodes, right? Like,
Oh, it felt much longer than 5 short episodes, that's for sure.
I mean, there's probably more story than there was in the original cartoon. But
Oh,
there's things
again,
about the original cartoon that I love. Like, I love the music and the effects in the cartoon. And the rotoscope
cartoon
stuff.
was a pure testosterone one.
And
man.
honestly, I would have
Yeah.
been totally okay if this would have been, the Tila story, if they wouldn't have lied to their audience. I mean, confession time. I really didn't watch Master of the Universe because at that point, I was an older kid and that cartoons weren't really my thing. Thundercats was like the last cartoon that I got into as a kid. But, so for He-Man, it just wasn't. But when they get called out early on and then they specifically come out and say, oh, no, 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 no. And then it's totally exactly what they said it was going to be. You're lying to your fan base. And it's just annoying. Like, if that's the direction they wanted to go, if they just would have said that's the direction they wanted to go, fine, so be it. They would have picked up the fans they wanted. But to just like take He-Man out of his own universe and make him a secondary character at best, that's my professional review.
Woo!
All right, now the last 10 seconds on this one, guys.
Erica just straight hated it. I made her sit through all 5 episodes too because I was holding out hope that it was going to get better or that there would be some redemption. I didn't mind Henry Rollins.
You know, Erica, physical abuse isn't the only abuse, eh? Just
But I will say that it was cool to, like, for the most part, I think the voice talents were wasted on that show because I thought it was cool that Henry Rollins was Triclops.
Yeah, huge cast. Yeah.
But like Kevin Conroy as Merman, completely wasted. Like, absolutely no reason to give him that much of a commanding voice when you think of that character. And I don't know, like maybe they're trying to reflect back to the original or to the second cartoon or the one from 2003 or whatever it was that was pretty good. I didn't see too much of it, but I know a lot of people had a huge fan base around it. But I just feel like if you don't get the underwater voice, like the Autobot Sea Spray voice that they used for Merman, if you don't get that underwater filter, then you're missing out on such a gigantic thing that was a part of that character in terms of how he appeared on TV.
Exactly.
You give him Batman the animated series voice, and you completely change the character's nature altogether. It was very weird casting. And like, if they're gonna have the original voice of Skeletor on the show, why not actually have him as Skeletor? Because again, Mark Hamill totally wasted in that role. It's the Joker with a Skeletor mask on.
Yep.
That was it. Like, there's no range there. You had the original dude and you gave him this weird Swamp Thing version of Mossman voice, and it was completely lost on anybody who was watching it who didn't know that was Skeletor. Like, it's just kind of crazy. You know that, Bear.
Yeah, and beyond them lying to their fan base, the thing is just like the story and the dialogue was just so awful, and then the Tricyclops part, I was in a screaming fit at the stupid how they were just trying to do the religion/technology thing. Made absolutely no sense. but I know some fucking jagoff in the writer's room was patting themselves hard on the back when coming up with the line of "We live in diode by the motherboard." If I ever meet the fucker that wrote that line, punch him straight in the tip. No qualms. No qualms. And they will know why I punched him. Sometimes violence is the answer. Sorry. But that just, that line bothered me so. Because, like, the fact that they're, okay, wait, you're using technology to transform people, but you're praying to it like a religion. Makes no fucking sense whatsoever. I mean, I don't know what they were trying to do with that entire storyline. It's so dumb. Oh, how to get on the soapbox? Sorry, guys. Back to the show.
But speaking of Ghostbusters,
crazy, dude. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, what about Ghostbusters, Casey?
well, they had that new season of the Movies That Made Us. Kind of interesting.
Oh yeah.
So there was, I mean, they did Ghostbusters before, but it was Back to the Future, Pretty Woman, Forrest Gump, and Jurassic Park. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. I like those. They're kind of fun to see, like the behind the scenes. Like it's amazing any of those movies got made. Like when you hear the stories. Like what Zemeckis went through with Forrest Gump, it's ridiculous.
I have to check those out. I like that first season of that.
Yeah, like the
Toys
guys
one
that do the
good
Toys
too.
That Made Us and all that. Yeah, those are good. Kind of fun. Nostalgic fun.
Nostalgia.
You know, I just needed to see the Pretty Woman episode, that's all.
Violence. By the way, it's these stupid questions.
No, yeah, Jeremy's right. He's not the same Kevin Smith anymore that wrote Clerks and Mallrats. No, he's not even a shadow of that.
Did he seem strange to you too? Like, did you watch there was like the after, like the making of or something?
No,
There was like a
no.
weird episode.
No,
He just seems like kind of phony, like over the top, intense at everything.
Well, I mean, he's such a Disney shit. Well, actually, he's just a Hollywood shill. Like so desperate to get any type of work that he's just gonna just suck at the teat of whichever studio is gonna throw him anything.
But I had hopes because it's like he knows the material. He's a fan. He's written things.
But the thing is that he wasn't a fan of He-Man. He even stated in his interviews. So it's like, and I'm tired of Hollywood doing that, like tossing a beloved character to somebody who does not know the source material. And
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, and then they come out in interviews talking about how they don't know the source material and they try to use it as kind of like a bragging rights almost. And I'm like, Jesus, well this is gonna suck. You don't know the source material and not willing to even research it. You're just gonna go nuts.
It's bragging rights and also a shield to protect themselves for when it sucks. They can say, "Well, I didn't know anything. I never watched it before, so sorry, I got the characters totally wrong." But
Well, the problem is though, if they were to actually say that, it might be acceptable, but they will never admit that they're wrong. They won't say sorry, because like even Kevin Smith is coming out and attacking all the people that are giving it bad reviews and saying they lied to us. And it's like that's what you want to do to the people that you want them to come back and watch the second half, is tell them to fucking grow up. Attacking your fan base. That's always the best thing to do. Except for Murray. I'm coming for you, buddy.
Doug.
Once I'm finished with Doug, you're next.
You leave Murray alone.
What did I do?
Hugh, that is killer, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that looks great.
That Sharp
Killer.
8 comes out clean
Yeah.
with those markers. Is it markers that you're using?
Yep, just markers to run it down, and then I'll go in and pull out some stuff with some highlights and stuff. So
Right.
right now, just getting all the tones in.
I wasn't even gonna do this in watercolor. I just kind of kept going.
Oh, it looks great.
It's looking great, buddy. Keep it up.
I'm like, how do I What do I do with it now? How do I fix it? It's a good topic. I draw monsters any day.
Yeah, I was really bummed 'cause I was trying to get you guys blank Swamp Thing covers. They are very difficult to find.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
I
tried
have a
searching
safe
for Mike
few
before.
here.
Yeah.
I've maybe worked on 3 of them since.
Wow, really?
I used to buy every one that I could find.
Yeah, I couldn't find a single one.
You should almost have those like readily available all the time, like the companies have it. Blank
I
sketch.
never understood why they stopped making comic ones. Like they made one issue. What is it, issue 12 or something, and that's it. Like,
Yeah, I think they only did one, yeah. Yeah, if only we knew a comic book store that could get us blank covers. Fuck.
Yeah.
it's hard to get, man.
Or just blank covers in general.
I have stacks of them actually right over there.
Calling his bluff.
Hugh, are you putting the final touches on that, or you got a lot more to go? What's going on? Start the auction on it?
I'm just filling out some stuff now. I'm gonna be here for a little bit still.
Okay. Well, I think it's at the
But
point though we could run the
if I can, I'll
auction.
get something else in if I'm done early.
Oh, you can just switch a camera to you and just hang out with us. You don't have to do another one.
It's up to you, man. Like, you know,
Oh no, I'd rather you just hang out with us. This is meant to be really
Okay.
casual.
no worries.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, well,
I got to come up with stretch goals, so let's slow down the, yeah, because the one's not going to be enough.
no, that's amazing, man. Everybody just coming out like that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Have you seen the things Alicia's been working on?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's actually an add-on for the Kickstarter, the coasters.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is that's actually for the store.
Alicia for president?
Yeah, she sent me some other pictures today. It looked kind of cool. One of the with my Joker Kermit. I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and Justin, want to start the auction then for Hugh's piece?
Yeah, we can start the auction for Hugh's piece.
Already?
Well, I mean, are you close to being done, or you want to hold off?
Give me.
I have other stuff.
Let me hold off for a little bit.
Make it
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you were close to being done.
I want to really pull this out.
Yep.
You're
I
done
have a
when we
couple
say
more
you're done.
things.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I
I have a couple
misunderstood.
more
Sorry about
things
that.
first up.
Hey, I'm not Doug, buddy.
Don't be a
That guy.
don't be a Doug. Don't be a
Don't
Doug.
treat me like a Doug, buddy.
Oh, that should be our T-shirt. Don't be a Doug.
I don't appreciate it. Who do you think you
All
are?
right, here, Stefan. I have another book we can start right off then to keep things rolling. I have 2 more things to auction off. So
And by the way, if people, I don't know if Justin mentioned or not, but he's actually shooting this from the store tonight.
yes,
Yeah.
we'll be
Ah.
shooting
They're actually in the
from
store.
this location from here on out.
Yep.
So next up, Batman: The Killing Joke 5th print.
How many prints have there been on that one?
I don't know. There's like 9 prints of that or something.
Oh, okay.
But we will open the bidding on this one at $25.
Another Alan Moore classic.
That one's my favorite, actually. Well, there's been at least 10 printings.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'll do the homework for you, buddy.
No, I think there's 9 printings in the special edition one. So yeah, so that makes 10.
9
Oh.
plus 1 is 10. Yes, good. The Canadian public school system works.
Truly evil. True.
Oh, man, that's normally something I would expect from Florida or Alabama, but thanks for covering that, New Brunswick. Good thing we didn't go any.
Don't-
You ran out of fingers on that one. Should have been 11 printing. We'd have been fucked.
Linda, my
Oh,
first
Linda,
comic.
this is her first comic she ever bought. Yeah. That Carl suggestion. Well, I guess, Carl got a good idea once in a while. He's not here, so we can talk shit.
Carl.
Although he did start his Swamp Thing art on Tuesday, so I expect it to be done by next week, Friday. Jeremy, you don't own this? Yeah, how is that?
I have a few first printings over there, and I second printing left. So
Yeah, that's one of the ones I lost when I was in the military and had the water damage in storage. Yeah. When I actually got out of comics for a while because I lost my entire collection, and I was like, nope, I'm done.
yep.
Everything Alan Moore is pretty much must read.
$25, guys. This is a high grade book. Jeremy, you're gonna get away with a steal here, buddy.
Don't make
Read
Justin
it,
regret
buy
putting
it.
out.
Yeah, Rob lost everything in a fire. We just need to find somebody who lost like their entire collection to like a windstorm and to, like
Yeah.
a landslide. That way we can have all four elements against us.
My first collection, my mom threw my collection in the fireplace.
Oh,
Because I was
okay.
going.
Well,
I
you
was
got
going away
fire.
for the
Oh no,
weekend.
wait, you got two fires now. Yep. Yikes.
I used to like to lay out my books on the ground and just have them all around, and then just pick them up and read. And she used to she hated that, and she was like, "Get your books off the ground," right? And I left, and I forgot to pick them up off the ground. She said, "I'm going to throw them in the fireplace if you don't pick them up." And didn't. And I came home. I said, "Oh, she put away my books."
Oh.
My fireplace. And I see this one corner, and I'm like, "Wait, is that? Oh my guy!" I was like you, man. I didn't touch comics for a minute, man. I was like, nah, man. She just killed it for me.
We're
That'd be hard to
we're
get
just gonna
back
have
from
to
that.
nickname your mom Lilu because apparently she's the fifth element. Woof. She just destroyed the books.
Well, it's tough. It's tough seeing stuff and seeing the value of some stuff and going, man, I had that. I had that, And I was, damn.
I used to send my mom a copy of the price guide for action figures every year because she made me give my Star Wars figures to my cousin when we moved to Florida. And I had every Star Wars figure from Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and almost all from Return of the Jedi at that point.
Yeah.
Like even had like the Sears special play sets and everything because all my allowance went to it. She made me give it away when we moved to Florida. So every year I would send her the price guide with all the Star Wars stuff highlighted.
I think we have to thank.
I don't hold a grudge.
I think we have Frederick Wortham.
She ever writes back to you and says, I get it.
That book, Seduction of the Innocent, that still holds sway.
All right, we're down to 30 seconds on this book. Jeremy at 25 is finally going to get it in his collection, it looks like.
You gotta have it. You gotta have some version of The Killing Joke at least.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta read it. You gotta own it. You do not know comics if you have not read that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that story with my mom is my origin story for me being a supervillain.
Don't want me to have comics, eh?
Yeah, or action figures. Oh, Rob's dad made Rob give all of his MTU figures to charity when he was 8. Jesus, when he's 8. Rough. I think I was 13 at least. Woof.
Talk about scarred for life.
All right. The auction is over.
And congrats, Jeremy.
All right. Is now in your collection, bud.
Well done, Jeremy.
It's a good grab.
All right. Well, I don't want to hold up. I don't want to hold up anything. So if you want to go ahead.
No,
if
you're
you guys
good, buddy.
want.
You're good.
Yep.
Yeah, I misunderstood what you said. I assumed that you were wrapping up, but no, if you're still going at it, go. We're in no rush. We still got an hour and 10 minutes. And and we get to hear Casey sand wood, so it's all good.
I'm whittling my swamp thing.
Whittling away on the swamp thing.
All right, Mike is getting to play with inks and waters now. This is always fun to watch.
Woohoo!
Because it could either go awesomely well or tragically bad. One sneeze away from a catastrophe.
Could you imagine?
Oh, it happens.
Oh, I'm sure it does. That's why, I'm just one of those guys. Like, I have a problem. Like, if I can't do multiple backups of something, I have problems. I have problems going forward.
It took a long time, but I learned kind of the hard way that many times that when you're doing, especially something like a cover, go and immediately ink the toughest parts first, because if you're too chicken shit to ink them right away, and you want to just noodle and render bricks and background elements and other details all day because makes you feel good and squishy inside, you can very easily totally fuck up your piece by doing all that stuff first and saving the toughest part for last. Maybe that's a face or a likeness or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And then you can have yourself a real long night after that. That's for sure.
Well, for me, my bad habit is, what if I do this, and then all of a sudden it just scrambles everything, and like whoopsie. That's why I like working After Effects and stuff like that, where I can go undo. Or before I pull the trigger on something really bizarre, I can save it. Yeah, I don't think I could ever get to the point where I could do this like on board. I'd be too gun shy. I'm sure of it.
In front of an audience.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's me. I'm always wrecking papers and boards. Well, what if I spray it with bleach now? Deal with the consequences later. Knowing when to stop is tough sometimes.
So, Hugh, where did you go on your vacation? Where were all those cool pictures coming from?
Which one? The ones Brendan's been posted.
Yeah,
we were up at Radium Springs in BC.
Nice.
Up in the mountains, man. It was amazing.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean,
oh yeah, buddy. You have to come down these parts, man. Like, yo.
I'm just gonna say that's gonna be up for me, but I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be way up for me.
It's just beautiful, man. Like,
oh, they were
we were
gorgeous.
up at this spot called Panoramic, and it was just like, oh my god, unbelievable.
Was it a national park you guys were in, or is it just?
No, it was just it has it is First Nations land, but it's just like resort area and just wow. I don't know how else to describe it. It was just like wow, just amazing. But BC is just beautiful, man. Love BC. Love BC.
Got a few fires going on right now.
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah, it was smoky down here, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all messed up here. Like, our West Coast is super dry and hot, and our East Coast, like, honestly, this was the first hot week we've had for our summer so far. Which,
Yeah.
yeah. And when I say hot, I mean close to 100. So,
Wow.
but for it to take this long to get there for Florida is,
Yeah.
it's out of the norm. But it's been a very wet and mild summer. But of course, the West Coast, which is normally the mild summer, has just been getting pounded. So I didn't
Hey,
realize it was
Steph, weren't you working on a gazebo?
pavilion, but yes.
Pavilion. Sorry about that. Pavilion.
Oh, don't worry.
I
I've been
apologize.
calling it a pergola, and then the guy who's helping me is like, no, it has a roof. It's a pavilion. I was like, oh.
Ooh, sorry. Ooh. Oh.
Yep.
My stars and garters.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was the old one I put up like 6 years ago, whatever. Yeah. I was out at the smoker the weekend I sent you guys all the pictures of all the good foods. I think it was July 4th. I kind of leaned up and pressed on the wood, and my hand went through the case. I was like, ooh, I guess this has gone bad. So, yeah, luckily I'd ordered to do a new one, but yeah, it's awesome. No, Linda, they are not the same. A pergola does not have a roof.
Ooh.
And a gazebo is raised. I learned all that. I feel educated as a carpenter now.
Got cold.
Well,
And then
yeah,
check
Alicia's saying
this.
it was 100 here, but she's in Atlanta, so
Ooh.
yeah. Like you think if you ever come to Florida and really think it's muggy here, go to Atlanta. I'm not, because it's just before it's been urbanized, it was straight up swamp. So its summers are gross because there's no ocean breeze. It's just swamp.
No humidity at all. Eh?
Yeah, it's just swamp heat and moisture.
Any mosquitoes?
If you want to call them mosquitoes, sure. Yeah, they're more, just vampires. The amount of blood they take out of you, yeah. Basically, once you get south of the northern Georgia border and you hit the Georgia and Florida, the mosquitoes are, real trouble.
Winnipeg has some mosquitoes down here, boy. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Well, you guys
Jeez.
got them nasty flies.
Yeah,
We got
flies.
Ontario's got like the black flies and the deer
Black
flies
flies,
and the
that's
horse
it, yeah.
flies and the ticks and yeah.
They're all savages.
Yeah, you can't go up north when it's like black fly season. It's awful.
That's right. Yeah, the hot conversation of an art show when we talk about bugs. All right, I've had a few too many drinks here. All right, let's bring it back a little pop culture reference here. I didn't watch any bad shark movies this week. Anybody got anything? What we do?
Oh, I saw there were new ones, but I haven't watched them yet. There was a Jurassic Shark popped up.
Oh my!
Sick shark.
I haven't watched them though. I was watching other things, but
Yeah, we need to work on a watch party or something because there are some good ones out there. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and. Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a 3-week break before our next Marvel show.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
oh, like Hawkeye is maybe the next one. I don't know.
Is that what the next one is? I'm telling you, West Coast Avengers is
I don't
happening,
know.
right? I mean, have they announced it or
No idea, man.
it has to be happening? I mean,
I
One
don't
I
think it's
think
gonna
is-
happen until Moon Knight comes out.
I think
Yeah, and
that,
I thought. Sorry. Just saying, I thought She-Hulk was coming out too, and I haven't seen anything.
oh, What If is the next show.
yeah,
Oof.
good. Animated, and because it's What If, I don't have to care if it sucks or not. You know?
Honestly, it's all Disney run Marvel. You don't have to care.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I,
I think
mean, I love the What If comic book series because again, it wasn't canon; it was just fun stories.
Yeah.
But as a show, I don't know if that will really. I guess just treat it like a Twilight Zone. So it could
That's
be-
exactly it, and everyone's pretty familiar with most of the characters, so if it's just alternate takes on what could have happened. I think that's I always love what if comics.
Yeah.
I always sometimes wish that they were true. You know, I kind of wish that they were part of the canon actually. Like there've been some good ones. Some of them were just silly and ridiculous, but some of them are pretty good.
Yeah. I have to answer something real quick, Danny. First, I have a question and an answer. I haven't watched Ted Lasso season 2 yet, simply because I think it's like released once a week. If that's correct. But no, I absolutely love Ted Lasso. I think it's the best TV show on any platform right now. And, you know, it's again one of those shows that hits every mark to tell a story properly, doesn't put any character over another character, and goddamn, the main character is just so optimistic you can't help but to like him. And I'm a half glass full kind of guy, or half full glass kind of guy. Ooh, I'm a 2 Manhattans and 3 beers into kind of guy. I can't string my sentences together, but yes, I can rant. But yeah, no, Ted Lasso was a great show. It is a great show. I haven't seen season 2 yet though, because I'm waiting to at least, to where I don't watch one. Because I know that the first episode of the second season is going to end on a cliffhanger, because that's what they do.
I watched Swedish Dicks since the last show.
I
enjoyed that.
like that show. Just something is missing for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. It's just not. I don't know. There's something there that's just missing. But I won't say it's a bad show.
Yeah, it was okay though.
Yeah, it's
Like,
worth
it was
going back
just
to. I
fun
will
to watch.
finish it. I just haven't. Like it hasn't. Just dug its hooks into me where I have to watch it.
I'm finding like this age of binging kind of helps. You just kind of like leave a show going. Doo-doo-doo. We'll just leave dead air without Stefan. He-Man.
Emoji
Dun, dun,
would
dun,
be cool.
dun.
I still haven't watched Masters yet. I have no time for anything right now, so I'll have to sit down soon.
Justin, we're gonna have a good time in BC. I mean, in New Brunswick, NB.
Oh man, that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then hopefully maybe next year East Coast Comic Expo will happen. And I'm still waiting to hear back on if Winnipeg's gonna happen or not. That's iffy right now. So
Yeah, everything's pretty iffy right now. I'm honestly wondering if Fan Expo is going to happen in October, man. Like,
yeah,
I really don't know. It really depends on who shits the bed, I guess.
Didn't they just announce in the States though that they might do another shutdown?
Oh yeah, man. It's out of control. Yeah.
Delta virus.
Florida's having a lot of issues, I think.
Oh yeah.
That's just a constant.
Well, it's a conspiracy, don't you know?
So,
Yeah.
Wait,
Times.
who shit in the bed? Toronto or?
No, just the human race.
Oh.
Yeah, in general. But yeah.
Every now and then we need a good culling, I guess.
Yeah.
Certainly that. Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, you're gonna, Darwinism exists for a reason.
Yeah, but it's taking too many innocents with it this time.
And that's always the case.
Yeah.
So today it was crazy with New Brunswick losing mass, right? Where everything, the whole province opened up today to everything, and you could tell.
Yeah.
It was like everybody had just forgotten the last 18 months, and it was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. We're seeing it around here too, man. It's anyway. Yay. Let's make an art book, everybody.
Yeah. Whew, this is taking a dark turn.
Yeah.
Remember when we were, making fun of cartoons? The good old times.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty crazy. But anyway,
I will be right back, Stefan.
things will be okay. We'll all get back to it eventually.
So have you guys watched the Black Widow movie?
I have not.
And more importantly,
Yeah.
have you seen that Scarlett Joe is suing Disney Plus?
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
I did see that. Yeah.
No one's going to come out looking good on that one.
No.
No,
Oh,
during a
go ahead.
pandemic, a millionaire suing a billionaire, that's fantastic news for everyone that everyone will care about, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
It's a really bad look. It's a really bad look. It's really, maybe read the room a little bit. I know she's entitled to that money. I know that there's probably deals that, there's a whole history around that. But I think it's terrible timing to expect anyone to give a shit about a millionaire suing a billionaire. Sorry.
And again, no one's gonna look good out of this, but it again shines a huge spotlight on the gross practices of Disney, because Warner Brothers and Universal proactively went out and redid their contracts with people to say, kind of work it for the streaming platform stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, Disney being Disney, like, nah, it'll be okay. But it just comes down to a millionaire is suing a billionaire because she only got $80 million. Yeah, and it's like, okay, I can see the line you're going with the principle of it, but yeah, you're suing because you only got $80 million.
Only 80.
Well,
Yep.
I like it if Disney doesn't get away with it.
Oh,
I
and
mean,
that's
they
what I said.
need-
I'm torn on this because I get the principle of it, but no one's gonna look good out of this because, again, like Mike just said, you have a millionaire suing a billionaire because she only made $80 million.
Well, it's just pure insanity of the world, I guess, right there.
Yeah.
But corporate, ridiculousness.
I mean, Disney's just going to show up that day with a check and write it, and that's it. She's got them dead to rights. That's the funny part, I guess. But it's, I don't know. I can't see them putting up much of a fight in light of everything. But it's just so pathetic to me. Like, I try to be. It's amazing how many times we're let down by people we respect and look up to on television or, entertainment. It's always a shame. It's like, it's always like. When the good ones go bad,
At least she has it right. She can give me $100,000 to pretend to give a fuck about it. That's right.
Yep.
And the funny part is the amount she's actually suing for. Well, it's a huge amount, not for us, not a big amount for what she's already got and what she's entitled to, but it would be nothing for Disney. I mean, for them, they could basically round up their checkbook and go, "Oh yeah, we got that money. Yeah, here you go." So, just for the fact, I mean, the level of greed that comes out of Disney is just ridiculous.
Rob makes a good point.
Yeah, exactly.
What did he say?
Yeah,
He
I
said,
mean, what are they going to do?
What are they
Kill off the
going to do?
character?
Kill off her character?
Good times.
Yep.
This is a fun time to be alive.
Well,
But who knows if she's been told, like if she's got her people kind of forcing the issue too, and
Oh, it's
Directing
like any
her.
hockey player contract too. It's never.
like I don't think it's just her on her own doing this.
No, it's usually just the lawyers who are going to benefit from it, like that want this story to happen, and the media makes it, creates the divide, and that's more money pours in. Like it's
I
just.
don't know. Yeah, I think she's in her right to do it. I don't know.
Well, she's totally in her right to do it, and then Disney will be stupid to try to fight her on it, really. But it's just I could not give a shit. Like, sorry.
Like, why is it in the news?
I know artists who get screwed over and robbed every day. I know people whose work gets stolen and made and put on T-shirt shops. People who aren't $80 million, millionaires. People who are just regular folk trying to feed their kids, and their art gets ripped off and gets used on T-shirts or mugs in some other country or some other place, and you don't even find out about it until the other person's already made all the money you should have got. And it happens all the time. So it's happened to me, and I don't really care about her $80 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was just watching a thing. Sorry, Stefan, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just chiming in with the agreement of, again, it's the millionaires, 7 billionaires, and who really gives a fuck?
Yeah, here on planet Earth,
Yeah.
the shit's in the in the frying pan right now, and we're all supposed to give a shit about that. Nah.
Real quick, Tim, I guess, has broken a rib. Sorry. Tim.
What?
Any advice we could give would be the same as a doctor would, wrap it in an ace bandage and try not to take deep breaths. It's a broken rib.
Stop wrestling with brawny strangers, I guess.
Yeah, jack shit you can do about it. It sucks. I've had one, and oh man, it's a miserable 2 weeks before that starts feeling better.
Avoid the body cast. Probably be good.
No, and body cast doesn't do anything. You just ace bandage. I mean,
it's
just trying to keep your chest from going out when you take a deep breath. Yeah,
somebody tie my shoes.
Yeah, there you go. Get some slip-ons.
It's got to be like
2 weeks of flip-flops and slippers, buddy. Oh, 2 ribs in a car crash.
Sorry to hear that.
You okay, man?
What? Car crash?
Shit, car crash? Shit, dude.
Oh, no, that was Danny saying that. I'm sorry. Okay. I mean, glad you're okay, Danny, but I thought that was Tim saying he's in a car crash. I missed it.
So it was
Danny. His chiropractor did it.
What?
Okay. Well, so my advice would be find a new fucking chiropractor. Stat. Yeah, his chiropractor tried a new technique. Not often do you hear a chiropractor say, "Hey, hold my beer."
I would show him a new technique in the courtroom and get rich off of his chiropractor money.
Jesus.
Get Scarlett's lawyer.
Yeah, get Scarlett's lawyer on this.
Oh, man, I hope you feel. I mean, obviously not feeling better, but I hope you feel better quick. Yikes.
Yeah, I need a new chiropractor.
So, Mike, I got to ask: is this Swamp Thing's senior high school picture?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do the little inlet superimposed image where he's looking the other direction.
Oh, I lost my camera. Oh, I'm just popped.
I really should be talking shit. It's an awesome Swamp Thing bust already. But...
Thanks,
Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome piece you did for your mom for your tribute to your dad.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, that was crazy good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, if you all haven't seen it yet, go to Mike's Facebook page where he posted it. I think he did Instagram too. But
yeah.
he did his dad as a Viking chieftain, was it? Yeah. Oh man, I mean, photorealistic almost. I mean, that was like some of your best work to date, dude. I can tell you were definitely doing it out of love on that one.
Yeah, it was. Anytime you're doing a portrait of someone you're close to, it's always a bit of a journey to go on. It was a challenge because I didn't really have any great pictures of my dad, and I had pictures of him with his glasses on. But because my mom asked for a Viking picture, and I didn't. I know I went kind of like. Alt history or fantasy history with the horn, like the winged helmet, but I wanted to try to keep it looking, at least in the period, and so I didn't want to draw him with the glasses on, but I was having a really hard time getting his likeness without the glasses because he mostly wears his glasses, but his glasses actually change the shape of his eye a little bit when he wears them, so it was a difficult thing to try to account for. But I was kind of just taking a wild stab at it, and while I was basically, I already had the drawing laid down. My older brother happened to be visiting my folks and snapped a couple of pictures. And the funny thing is, my dad
is a guy who takes pictures as a photographer, but he doesn't like getting his picture taken. He doesn't usually understand why a picture's being taken of him. And my older brother's about as subtle as a hurricane. And so he basically was snapping these pictures of my dad. And if you look at them in sequence, you can see my dad getting more and more pissed off in the photos, like kind of like I can almost see him asking, like, what the fuck are you doing, man? And so in the last picture, he takes his glasses off in frustration. And my brother snapped the picture, and then I had the reference I needed to finish the drawing. So it was a big difference maker, but it was really like on the wire because it was kind of finished the day before his birthday. And my mom had asked me a while ago, like, I haven't done any commissions in a very long time. Like I haven't legit done any commissions in almost a year. And I've had a long list before that, and I've had a list built up a little bit since, but I've barely been able to get commissions done. And but that one, of course, it's my mom, so mom gets to jump the line, in that regard. Yeah, it worked out okay. I was pretty happy with it. He seemed really happy with it too. I think he was shocked. Like, I think he's like, I really look like that, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't see him much these days, but yeah, it does look like him quite a bit, and yeah, it turned out pretty well. I was happy with it. So thank you very much.
It's a great piece. I was staring at it several times this past week. I was like, damn.
Oh, cool, man. I've had a lot of people request me to do drawings of their dad now, and it's just not something I'm making available to do right now.
Thing, yeah, keep it to the family.
It's just a super tough thing to do when you know the person. It's a lot tougher when it's someone you don't know to get that likeness. And I've mostly had good experiences doing that kind of work for people, but the truth is I just don't actually enjoy it. I find it really kind of pushes me a little bit, and not in a good way. So yeah, I don't know. It was good. My dad liked it, but I don't know. It'll be a while before I do something like that again, probably.
All right.
He never thought what your dad looks like, but if he had, it's exactly what he would imagine. Yeah. There's definitely some Nordic blood in Mike's bloodline. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah. We're all Canadian mutts in the end, but yeah.
All right, Hugh, you putting the final touches on it?
Yep, that's it, buddy. Good to go.
All right, let's put this up for a 5-minute auction. And boom, Swamp Thing versus Man Thing.
That's crazy, man.
Waiting for somebody to do it, and he did it. Nice. All right, Justin, what's the normal we start these at?
$50.
All right. So, an original Hugh Rookwood, Man Thing, Swamp Thing, starting at $50.
5 minutes on the clock. That's killer.
Nice.
I love that, Hugh. That's awesome, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I remember when Hugh first talked to me about, like, okay, if you're going to do a Swamp Thing in July, I got to be in there because I got to do a Swamp Thing, Man Thing. Where I was like, oh, yeah.
120, Paul.
Oh, hey, Paul.
Woohoo! Right.
Yep. Oh, Murray's at 140. Nice.
Hugh
Hey, can you push the art up just a little bit so we can see the kind of looks a little cropped at the moment.
That way? Oops,
There
sorry.
you go. Good. That's good.
That way?
Nice.
Is it okay now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was funny because I did not know much about Man Thing till I would say probably about 5 years ago, and not that bad of a ripoff. It's actually kind of a cool character.
No, I actually enjoy Man Thing.
Yeah, he's great.
I don't think they're really a ripoff. Like, they came out only like months apart.
Yeah, like when DC and Marvel were across the street from each other in those days, they literally like met up at lunch and
Yeah.
said, "We're doing a Swamp Guy," and they're like, "Well, we're doing a Swamp Guy too," and that's kind of how it went down. So.
Pretty much.
So it was an X-Men Doom Patrol thing where they were really like somehow they came across the same time, but they weren't stealing each other's ideas.
Like,
Was it Gerber? Was it Gerber who did Man Thing?
I think so. Yeah.
Steve Gerber. Yeah, they were all like friendly. I guess they would talk about things they were doing.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I don't think there was any
over a
stealing or
cocktail
anything.
lunch, they probably mentioned what they were working on, and
Yep.
then when they sobered up,
Always
like, I had
friendly.
this great idea. I don't know where I
Yeah.
came up with.
friendly competition.
Absolutely.
But it was only like something like 3 or 4 months apart that
Well,
they came out.
That's the same way with Doom Patrol and X-Men. Doom Patrol came out like 3 months before X-Men.
Yep.
But, you know, everyone looks at Doom Patrol and thinks it's an X-Men ripoff. And no, actually, it's just not a good version of it.
Yeah.
Because Doom Patrol.
Oh, I always liked his design. I always thought his face was just unique and looking.
yeah,
really
so
Oh
cool.
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's a great design.
Yeah, it's
So many artists do them and do them in such an amazing, like Mike Del Mondo's version of Man-Thing's incredible. I love the Michael Plug version, of course. And I love Kev Walker's version from the Thunderbolts comic. Like, just really, really cool.
Well, yeah, I like when they really give him that shambling mound look.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because he's always like Swamp Thing always seems more motivated, but Man Thing always seems more dangerous.
Mhm.
He was like more like those old Kirby
Yeah.
monsters.
Yeah.
Well, there was a
The battle between
There
Eric
was a-
Harris and Murray right now. We're at 160 with Murray in the lead.
Who Murray for president.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, I was just saying. You remember when they were doing the Marvel 2-in-1s and they were Byrne was on that Spider-Man run for a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he did a story. They did a story, and Spider-Man had to go to the swamp, and he was after this character called Despair. Do you remember that one?
Yep, Despair, yeah.
Yeah, and it was across Spider-Man and Man Thing, and they were fighting Despair, and that was a really cool story, and that was the one that really had me really liking Man Thing a lot, and I was like, yo, Man Thing is really cool, and then I started really, you know what I'm saying, getting into him after that.
Mm-hmm.
I still got that.
Barry just let the best dad joke go.
I wouldn't call it the best, but it definitely is a dad joke. Yes.
So, where do bad rainbows go? It's a light sentence.
What was that?
Yeah, the best part is Justin cut out during the punchline, so that made the joke funny.
Oh, it said him. So Mike, it goes, where do bad rainbows go? Prism. It's a light sentence. Well, at least you might get it.
He-Man.
Until next
And now
time.
you know. And knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe.
All right, guys, we're coming down to the end on this.
Yeah, 160 with Murray in the lead. Murray might get 2 pieces of art tonight.
We should do a G.I. Joe night one of these nights.
I believe it has happened. Murray for the win.
Murray.
All right, Murray.
Good job, buddy.
Murray.
That's right. You have your own Rudy moment. We'll carry you out next time on your shoulder. Well done, Hugh. Thank you very much, man. That was a great piece.
Thank you, sir.
Good.
Yeah, if you want to switch your camera and just join us and chat with us for a while, or if you want to go, that's fine too. I know it's late, but I'd love to keep you around.
Yeah, I'll switch it around.
What is it, like 7:30 where you are, Hugh?
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's not late for him.
Yeah, I'm leaving at about 4. I'm gonna start the ride at about 4:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
Start heading down. I'm gonna drive up to Kelowna, and then I'll stop in Kelowna, and then I'll do another drive to probably Sault Ste. Marie,
Wow.
and then I'll stop in Sault Ste. Marie, and then finish the remaining drive the next day.
Oh,
But
What are you
Sault Ste.
stopping
Marie
so
sounds
much
like one of
for?
the islands off
Huh?
the coast.
Well, it's 30-something hours. 33,
Yeah,
just go straight
32
through.
hours.
Yeah.
And I got the kids. Normally I do it in 2 days myself, but With the kids, I can't ask them to.
No.
Yeah.
They'll lose their mind. But I have my points that I know, like boom, 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 and
Yep.
okay, I got to get there to this time and that, and then I know what time I'll arrive in like Newmarket or whatever. So the thing is, you don't want to be driving in the dark through the mountains, man.
No.
I did that one time and never again, man. Too many creatures, buddy.
Watch for
Too many
elk and
creatures, man.
wolves and
Jeez, they
cougars.
just run out, buddy. They just run out, man. Especially them deer. When they say deer in the headlights, no joke, man. They're mad dumb.
Yeah.
Mad dumb.
Wow.
Gotta watch out for everything.
Yeah, man, they're really stupid.
You gonna switch cameras and join us, or you want to take off?
Oh, didn't I switch cameras? It didn't come on?
Nope. Still showing your.
I think you gotta like click off and click back on again.
Yeah.
So
Turn your
it's
camera
kinda-
off and turn it back on, like the little camera icon
Oh,
at the
good.
bottom.
If you try turning it on and off again.
I'll try turning it
Is
on
it
and off
plugged in?
again.
There.
Am I on now?
There you go.
Well, that was bloody well crazy.
That was really good, Casey.
Sorry?
God,
That was
God
really
damn
good.
it, man. That was crazy.
Thanks, man. I think he's probably just about ready to.
Oh, hey, Jay's got a question here. It's an odd question, as it says. Because of milkshake conversation about drawing people. Have any of you ever been asked to do a quick caricature at cons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously it's a great hit.
Honestly, I just try to avoid doing likenesses anymore. Like
I'm too cruel in my nature to do a caricature that won't make children cry. So I just
I'm not hearing a
Children, yeah,
negative.
especially.
yeah I don't know.
just-
Caricatures are they're a little different to do live. Yeah, I don't know. There's guys who are really good at it. I know people who are just geniuses at caricatures. But like Casey's actually really great at caricatures, like getting likeness and add humor to it. Like on the spot. Like he's got a real gift for that as well. And but I always found it kind of tricky to do that kind of stuff myself.
I don't mind doing it, but I prefer to avoid it.
Yeah, I would say. I would suspect that.
If I'm in a con, I'll draw anything really, but it's like the one place where I'll kind of like almost draw just about anything at a convention.
Yeah.
Just charge them double.
Yeah, like you just charge accordingly and like.
That's right. They got to pay for your pain.
Yeah.
But if they want like a Rembrandt oil painting, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's right. You save those for the big country comic covers.
Yeah,
That's right. Big
I
country
can do that sort of thing.
comics.
But
So you guys have any covers coming out right now, or just make it
I got
awkward?
one I'll be doing soon that I can't mention, but I wish I could mention.
Fair
It's
enough.
for Scout.
Nice.
Yeah, nice big up and coming company. Like they're doing really well. Scout Books.
Mm.
That's cool,
Oh,
man.
I just did a variant again for Maze for their mistakes too.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I
That's
enjoyed that
coming
book,
out.
by the way.
Yeah.
I got that
They're
on Kickstarter.
actually going to be doing their Kickstarter in January. In August, beginning August for their second book. But I just did a variant again for that one. So
Oh, very cool.
Wow, man.
that's going to be cool.
And
Yeah, it was a fun book, man. So
Justin, you got anything coming out?
do I? No, I'm not drawing anymore. I'm retired. We have Hugh working on a cover for us right now,
Moi?
and Mike working on a cover for us right now.
Either one we can
What?
mention, or
We can mention Hugh's.
because I say I don't know Hughes. I don't know Hughes.
Yeah, I don't know Hughes.
I didn't say anything.
Does
man.
Hugh know
doing
Hughes?
Level number 1 for Aftershock for us.
For
Quit-
which, sir?
Quit spinning in your chair because you're getting away from your mic distance. What now?
Oh, sorry, he's Chicken Devil number 1
Oh, he is doing Chicken Devil. Okay.
from Aftershock. Yep. So Hugh's gonna do that for us, and we're not allowed to talk about the one Mike's doing. So
Non-disclosure.
Mysterious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Well, I will do some insider information on the Hugh cover, because the Chicken Devil book.
yeah.
You know, not saying that I know how it's pre-ordering, but if there was another comic book from Aftershock with, I don't know, rhymes with honey cask, I would say that it's up there in numbers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently animal titles do well in comics. But
Yeah.
I mean, you guys read the book. Actually, I enjoyed Chicken Devil more than Bunny Mask. Although the opening
I haven't read
sequence to Bunny Mask still
I haven't
creeps
read
me
it
out
yet.
to this day. But the Chicken Devil book is one I've enjoyed reading so far. So there's that insider information. Wink.
I think I'm basically done this guy. I don't know if I'm gonna do much.
Looks great, buddy.
Feels half done, but sure.
It does in a way, right?
No, it looks
think
great,
so.
dude. I was
I
watching
think that
actually
there's a
use the
great
white there to
atmosphere
really
going
kind
on
of
with
pop the, I want to call them
Beautiful
veins, but not
atmosphere
really
going.
veins, the roots. And I was watching you do that. It looked awesome, dude. It looks awesome. It looks great. And I want to thank you all for not doing the antler version of Swamp Thing, because
I was so
You don't like
I
that?
wanted to.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not like I like when they made them in elemental and everything, but when they started putting wings on them and antlers, and I don't know, it just no
Yeah.
no swamp deer ever has antlers that big. It just didn't feel right. I don't know why it was, but
The antlers look good on concrete.
Say what?
You know?
Yeah, the antlers look great on concrete. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
I guess
yeah.
like apparently he has to file them down all the time.
Man, I love that book. That is such a friggin' book.
My friend got to interview Mr. I know I'm way off topic right now. But I'm reading an interview. I found an old comics journal. My friend was meeting up tomorrow. He came up from the States for the weekend, like he's from hometown here.
Was he flying up? Or no, he's from.
Oh, he drove up with his wife. But he worked for the Comics Journal in the early 2000s until he, argued with Gary Groth too much. But he got to stay at Chadwick's house for a few days. Like that was part of the arrangement. That Paul Chadwick said, like, if anyone's going to interview me, the condition is they have to come stay here and hang out during the interview. So he's like, okay, and hung out with Paul Chadwick for a few days. And so I'm just found that Comics Journal with Sam the other week and reading that interview now.
That's cool.
Finally. So I've never actually got to read. I knew it happened, but I never got to read the issue, the actual.
So are they letting people over the border if they're like from Canada or something, or how's that work?
I guess he said it was a pain in the ass getting across. Like he drove across. He doesn't have to quarantine because they're vaccinated, but so I don't know if that's the condition.
Wow, man.
I'm gonna find out tomorrow, like what that was, because I asked, like, do you have to be quarantined? Like, what was it like? So I'll find out. But I guess it's being opened up, anyways.
Hugh, Tim is asking if you could do a quick Freddy Krueger on a coaster, but if you don't want to, we can just set it up for the next coaster night that you do one for Tim. I don't want you to have to do anything right if you don't want to right now, because it's getting kind of late. I'm assuming Hugh didn't
Hey
hear me.
guys.
Hugh, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey guys. You know what? I think I am going to bounce a little early if it's okay. I apologize, but
No, don't apologize.
I still
man.
got a few things to get together before we leave early in the morning.
Yep.
And if I every minute kind of helps right now. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. Totally, man.
I will bounce, but thank you very much, guys. It was awesome. As usual.
Yeah, it was great.
Rocking with the crew.
Awesome piece too.
Justin, I'm swinging back by your side, bullet.
Boys,
Where
man.
we from
See you in a
New
couple weeks.
Where we
Next
from New Brunswick. And we got to rock it. Casey, Mike,
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure, man.
amazing as usual. Murray, thank you for the pickup on the Swamp Thing versus Man Thing. And Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys soon. All right.
All right, buddy.
Sounds good.
I'll
dude.
be in Ontario on the 3rd, and then after that, I definitely need to see you guys. So we're gonna have to make some arrangements. All right.
And absolutely. Maybe we can go to
Tuesday?
Carlos's shop and have a little day there or something. you know?
Exactly. Exactly. All
I'll
right.
come by and see you too if you're
All right,
coming
man. Have a
around.
great night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
safe
right.
travels.
All right. Take care,
care,
Stefan, Justin.
Cheers.
Take care, guys. Thanks again.
Yeah.
See you.
Night.
Drive safe.
All right.
Should I say I'm done? Auction this
Okay.
All right.
Whomper or I don't know.
It's the confidence that I adore about you.
I never know when to quit or it's like, oh, I could do tons more, but I'll probably wreck it. I don't know.
All right. No, well, we can start the bidding on this one here. And-
Sign it.
All right, we will open the bidding on Casey's Swamp Thing at $50.
I mean, it's worth 45, but
Oh, easily. If you sign it, it'll drop to 40, but that's fine.
signed.
And, we'll get Stephanie to get the clock up and running, and
It's up there. Settle down. Got to deal with that Facebook delay.
oh right.
That's my excuse.
That looks good too, Casey. That looks great, man.
Thanks.
And
I had
Tim-
no idea what was going to happen.
Tim opens it at 60, and Alicia goes 50 and another box of candy.
60 beats that unless it's a really good box of candy.
Feel so bad. We still have to open that box.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to queue up the meeting yet, but we're hoping to do that on Monday.
Yeah, it's for sure happening in the next couple
Yeah.
days. Yeah. Hell or high water. We're digging in the jammed 4-pound Alicia, package.
Barry, we will be getting the regular covers, any incentive covers, as well as the variants on this. So as it gets a little closer, we will take pre-orders on those through the private group first, and then through the website.
It's easier to...
Yeah, if I were to have to describe Chicken Devil, which I have in the past in meetings, it would be Breaking Bad meets Hitman. The comic book,
wow.
the comic book Hitman, not the video game.
That sounds cool.
Oh, it is such a fun read.
I'll check that out.
Yeah.
Eric is at 150.
Woo!
Oh, Casey.
Again, this is
Rogers
all
got his
going to
coaster in the
the-
mail with the carry print.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the carry print is, but I'm assuming it's the Stephen King carry.
Yeah, I sent a couple extra these little horror prints that I have.
Nice.
Trying to find some
From
extra
from your Inktober, yeah, that was great.
stuff. Yeah, from what was that 2018 now?
I think so. Yeah.
Jeez. The one and only Inktober.
Back in the
ever.
way times. Yeah.
I think I got up to like 18 or 19 days or something like that, and kind of packed it in. That was fun though.
This year. Might do something this year for it. I don't know.
Yeah, that was an ambitious attempt at that point. Trying to do stuff that detailed for that, every day. Good discipline builder though. Just takes a lot out of you.
Oh yeah, big time. My pen is dying here. What's going on?
And 2 minutes left in this
It's
one.
got half a barrel.
2 minutes. And Eric's in the lead, I guess. I should
Yep.
look at the chat.
Yeah, there's some good books and stuff that are going to be coming out in the next few months. We've been watching. Can't wait to get a read on it. And I saw Ronin was pushed back. Ronin 4 was pushed back to end of September now.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
That'll push number 5 back even further. I wasn't figuring 5 would come out until October anyway, but
Now
that'll
closer
be
to
back
December.
probably in November, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh well, we'll be ready.
Oh yeah. And Eric is at 175 with less than a minute to go.
Hey, Mike, do you still have the Still Good for Something sketchbooks?
I only have a couple of them, yeah, but I do have some. Yep.
Okay. I had a couple people actually ask me after the happy hour about them. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll have them contact you directly now.
Sure, yeah, I'll get a tally. I think I got enough. Like we had the last 15 copies. I made the last 15 copies available for our Dodge Kickstarter, but I think we only had 1 or 2 backers on that, so I've still got a few. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, they were impressed by the story of how it was made.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Might do something like that again for Inktober or something like that. I'm not sure.
I think you should.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Looks like Eric. Oh, we're coming down the last few seconds here. Yep. It looks like Eric Paris is going away with an awesome Swamp Thing.
Amazing, Eric.
Right on, man. It's a beautiful piece.
It is, really.
Thanks.
I think Eric's got a few Swamp Things now. You know, he's got a couple of mine.
Actually, I think that's the... I don't have a Swamp Thing from anybody, now that I think about it.
Why not?
It just dawned on me that I'm looking at my wall of all the stuff I've got from you guys. I don't have a Swamp Thing.
Does Carl have an update on what his is looking like, or?
Oh, well, yeah, we'll have to wait until Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll be halfway done at that point. He'll be ready to go into the inks.
So you might have seen me spray it there. It's just because I used a bit of pastel, so I was just I've got this like natural casein fixative. It's like a natural kind of
Like a sealant.
I think it's milk based. Yeah, it's a.
Oh, so for those that are lactose intolerant,
I like
this
this
art can be a
stuff.
problem.
Yeah, don't lick it.
Yeah,
It's awesome because like you can coat it and then rework on top of it. I like this stuff.
that's right. Words to live by. Don't lick it. Especially if you want to
Don't.
be a vigilante in Gotham.
Do not lick the art. Not archival for licking.
Again, I just want to thank everybody for their support tonight, and actually throughout the past year, you guys have been, just fantastic. We've had some great artists on here. You guys have done an awesome job supporting them. That now you guys supporting the book. I mean, I can't thank you enough. This has been an amazing night.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that's incredible, man. Funded in 20 minutes. That's about as good as it gets.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a few Kickstarters, but it's the first one that's ever just blown up like that. So thank you.
Awesome, man. What's it sitting at now?
Let me check.
It's nice when that happens when no one's even had a chance to even really promote it or anything yet. Really, like it's just launched.
Yeah.
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 We are sitting, and this is U.S. dollars. We are sitting at 3,089.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and so that's 38.54 Canadian.
Fantastic.
And really, like the funny part. I mean, not funny, haha. Just like take a step back. Wow, funny. The one-on-one print things again. Really put that together. It's like, okay, I think it's a neat idea. Not sure it would go. I can't believe how fast it went. I mean,
Yeah, they're all gone.
That's incredible.
Crazy.
That's awesome.
Thank you again, everybody.
I'll have to take a good. So
keep-
weird.
We'll be collaborating on the hand turkey editions over the weekend, and we'll let everybody know on the.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
my
to doing
first
mine.
practice time.
And I will warn everybody, mine will be the refrigerator embarrassed to show because your kid's not that talented type. it will be nowhere near as good as what Casey is showing on screen right now. But I will do my best. I will give my all.
Hey, we can make them jam pieces too. You could
Yeah.
like you provide us a shape and we'll just turn it into something.
Okay. Yeah, may have to do that. Yeah. Because like I've got the plan. I did like about 3 or 4 roughs of my idea that I was going to do, and like finally got it to what it didn't look like the neighborhood spastic just kind of hitting the paper before he got his medicine. So yeah, it's gonna be rough going, but I'll get it done.
That'd be fun as a challenge at an event, like a live event one day, or at a convention. Like if you guys are just making shapes and handing them over to us, and then we got to like turn in it, like challenge us to like, make that, I don't know, the Watcher.
We should have one blank page in the book that's got just a pale trace outline of a hand that people can draw their own hand turkey in the book and join the fun.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not a bad. I could make that room available.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It could be perforated even, so they could.
Yeah.
No,
stand
be able
up.
to do
Just
that.
do like a dotted blue line, like a dotted outline around of a hand, and they can go in and render it up how they want to.
A little DIY art project for Sketchy. Yeah. Yeah,
A
that's
glove,
not a bad idea.
a real full glove. I don't know. Good times.
Jay's asking, how is the pound number 3 coming?
Jay, that would have been a great question to ask if Hugh was still online. I mean, it's we'll say on hold for the Red Barn book, which definitely took priority. So as soon as he finishes that, he will be back on the pound. So, but the pages I've seen look freaking awesome. So, but yeah, when he got the second book deal with them, I easily said, yeah, do that. I mean, the Red Barn books are just so good. So he needs to do that.
It just gives them more time to make the pound more awesome,
Yeah. So yeah, but no, we're still like planning on having it done before the year's out and jumping right into the next issue. So, but yeah, again, it'll be done.
This is my first drink since I don't know when.
What you drinking?
That's just a little bottle of Glenfiddich here. 12-year-old.
That's Scotch.
Yeah.
Really?
It tastes the way Mike smells.
Yeah, I mean,
It does,
again,
yeah.
if I want my whiskey to taste like moss, I'll just scrape it off the trees here. 'Cause, I don't know what it is, but peat is just disgusting. Like, someone went, you know what this whiskey could use? A dirty sock.
Mike, how big is that you're drawing on?
18 by 24.
Jesus.
Meters. That's meters.
Yeah, exactly.
That's sharp.
Gotta get them big envelopes.
Yeah, I actually build crates for these when I ship them, like when they're this big. Yeah, I don't know if they make envelopes quite that big that are gonna do the job, but yeah.
We're
You
gonna
gotta see
shrink,
Mike cramming that in the mailbox.
we'll shrink it down to stamp size because we'll use it as a
Yeah.
we'll use it as a thumbnail. It's like the perfect.
I'll try to get a scan of this too before it goes off to the winner, of course, for our next edition of Sketchy Book, because I'm sure if we're gonna have fun to Kickstarter in 20 minutes, there's gonna be a book too
Oh yeah.
next year. When we got another nice collection of artwork with some new artists, and I think we started something pretty awesome here. So.
Oh, and with that, tip of the hat to Murray and his friend Christine. They got us the scan of the Loki Gonzo.
Oh, yes, right on. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Kristen and Murray.
That one missing piece. I was like, no.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able
That's
to
good.
include that one. It's great. All right. Let's wash some.
Camera
10
in the
minutes.
face.
Eh? All right. Well, let's see what I can do in 10 minutes.
You got quite far for doing a massive piece like that.
Well, that's why I kind of ended up having to go with a bust because I didn't really have. I don't got a whole lot of jam today, so I'm a little tired from the trip, and I just kind of wanted to do something big and simple like this. I actually wanted to see if there was a cool, like, villain that I could do, like a Swamp Thing villain, maybe a Woodrow or something like that. But I decided to go with old classic Swampy here. And
I love when you guys talk about like when you're, doing the low end stuff, and it's just still, just blowing me away on the detail.
That's ridiculous.
of
Like
art.
you can't tell.
Yeah.
Can't tell he's
I decided to
tired.
go easy on myself and just do this 18 by 24 bust of Swamp
Look at the
Thing.
detail going on.
All the detail, yeah.
Overlapping leaves and twigs and moss.
I do need to commission you for a piece when you finally get a break, Mike. I need a Hellblazer to replace the Blood Blister cover that I had.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Even though it was Blood Blister, I always considered it Hellblazer. But
yeah, yeah, that was one of the nicest compliments I ever got. It was like I handed in the artwork, and Stefan was like, "This is one of the best Hellblazer covers I've ever seen."
it really was, and it was like, oh, it's for a book called Blood Blister. But yeah, I was like, man, it should have been a Hellblazer cover. It was so freaking
thanks,
good.
man. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun piece. I've done a lot of coverage for Aftershock, man. It was crazy. Like that interview with Ruth Ann last week, I had to stop and think, and like, I wonder if I actually have a tally of how many I've done, because there's been a lot.
I had it ready to go if you needed it.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, because I went through and had them like, okay, I need all these covers pulled for me. So, well, and speaking of, just to let you know too, I've got Kelly, Joe's assistant. She's going to go through the inventory and pull all the Animosity covers you did that they have. We're going to get them shipped.
Oh, nice.
Yep. That way you
Oh,
can rebuild your stock. And not going to be a lot, but they've got a couple of each.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Yeah. There's a few I don't have at all, and that'd be great.
And I don't want to say for sure, but I'm pretty sure that Joe confirmed that there's a couple Harambe in there.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, that was a heck
So,
popular.
and whatever they send for that,
That's great to know.
It may just be enough for your collection, I think.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Just like to have some history, of what I've done. I always try to give a copy when I get comps. I always try to give one copy to my mother, just, kind of preserve them in the vault, so to speak. Try to get a copy of everything I've ever done. Plus, that way she gets to check out what I'm doing, because she doesn't have the internet or anything. So she doesn't really seen what I've been doing with my life for the past 20 years or so, really, unless she gets a physical copy in the mail, right? So.
Real quick, sorry, Jay is asking.
Yep.
Not complaining about the price, but why only $10 for the book? It's a lot of great art. Will each piece have their own page? How many pages is in it? All right, a lot of questions, Jay. Jesus, are we dating? So the reason it's only $10 is because it's a done book. I mean, the intent of the tags show is to get money for the artists who, like said in the video, they've spent the last year donating and dedicating their time and skill to do a lot of charities. It's time for them to taste that sweet, sweet green dollar of capitalism. I'm sorry, rainbow dollar that you guys have. But really, because we didn't pay for the art, so there's no reason to charge a lot of money for this. But we are doing a small print run, so the cost per item is a little higher than it would be, like, say, if we were doing a regular book going out there. So the $10 really is just so it covers the costs, and proceeds are going to be divided up between all the artists in the book based on the amount of art in the book. And it will be, I will post on the page, but it's 44 pages, but it might go up to 48 because I was able to recover some lost scans that have shown up thanks to the collectors that bought them. And each piece will have its own page except for the Coaster Knights. The Coaster Knights will be gathered for each artist on one page.
Oh, cool. Right on.
All right, I think that answered all the
So
questions.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, the art. Hang on, let me pull up the spreadsheet. The art was up until the last Muppet mashup. So.
Oh, nice.
Whatever that date was, which I think was like what, last month or maybe 6 weeks now.
Something like that. Yeah.
Does that sound right to you guys? Here, let me pull up the spreadsheet. But yeah, so the last Muppet mashup was the last art to make it into the book.
Okay.
Very cool.
June 27th.
Yeah. Any other questions, Jay?
That would have been the 26th of June.
I'm just waiting for Doug to jump in here and start asking questions.
Doug.
Fuck Doug. Ever see that guy? We were throwing down. Total gloves off, pulling his jersey over his head, whooping him until he bleeds.
Yeah, it looks like June 26th was the Muppet mashup.
Yep.
That's pretty good. It's like half the year.
Well, actually, no, that's a full year.
Because you go back to the last.
Yeah, our first
summer.
show was July 16th with Mike and Hugh, and they did Conan art.
That's right.
Yep. And thanks to Phil, I was able to get Phil. Jesus. Sorry, Paul. I've been drinking too much tonight. Thanks to Paul, I was able to get Hugh's Conan art this week.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep. And that was a piece I was disappointed that I was like, oh no, I forgot about that one. So yeah, the only pieces really missing out of it were just a couple like Chris Campana's Skeletor, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Because this was before we decided to do the book.
Yeah.
Carl Waller's Kaiju, Carl Waller's Hulk Batman, and there's one other one.
Baron Zemo?
The Zemo. Yep.
Yeah.
So Carl's just not in the book.
That's right. His limited exposure. Yeah. But no. Carl will make it. But yeah, because I finally got Philip to send me his Big Trouble in Little China.
Nice.
And I got Sean's Solomon Grundy. Oh, I love that piece. So, but yeah. So it's going to be an awesome. Yes, Alicia. It means we are already started volume 2. Yes.
I'm stoked for Sean drawing the Luke Cage book with Ho-Chi Anderson as writer, and my friend Torrin Clark as the cover artist at Marvel. It's like a symphony, man. It's going to be some of the most beautiful interior pages and covers and storytelling. Like I haven't bought a Marvel comic in a long time, and I'm probably going to buy that Luke Cage book when those boys are working on it, because meeting Sean during one of these events when we did that, he did that Solomon Grundy. Like, the guy is just an unbelievable talent. I hadn't really heard of him before that, and had to follow him right away and just check out his stuff. His work is fantastic. So yeah, I'm really happy for those guys.
Well, I mean, he was that unknown entity that I was trying to get into, a publisher I worked with, but I couldn't get them to budge on it. Similar, you know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
And because Philip actually introduced me to him at AwesomeCon back in 2018, I think it was. And I saw his art. I'm like, holy shit, how are you not snatched up? And he told me about the Luke Cage book like 3 months ago or whatever. And I was like, oh, and I can't talk about it. So like, yeah, whatever art you're doing, let me have first dib, please. And
oh yeah,
yeah, because I actually have him working on Winds of Del Toro at the moment, and I was fortunate enough to get to him before Marvel did, because I suspect, he will soon be, too busy to do, work with me. But I'm so happy for him. Yeah, this stuff is just amazing.
What's he doing with you? Sorry.
Oh, I had him doing the Winds of El Toro stuff that I'm doing.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Right on.
Yeah. So he was designing new characters for the expansion.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
His work is fantastic. You should check him out, Casey, if you haven't seen his stuff. Very, very cool artist.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine, Phillips, bitching that $10 to pick up the book in my house seems expensive. Yeah. $10 to come into my house might be cheap for you now, buddy. I might have to charge that.
Jeremy Chouinard, is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry if I'm butchering that. He's asking where the option is to get a remark by everyone in the book.
You know how difficult to logistically do that?
That'd be hard. Yeah.
I would say
I
wait
think
for
if you bring it
convention
to a
season to be
con.
open.
Yeah.
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 Like
Yeah,
all
we're
of
so
us,
far. Yeah.
there's a good chance that most of us, like me, Mike, and Hugh, definitely would be probably at a few of the same cons in the future.
In theory, yep.
And Carl, once we start traveling, I'm sure Carl will be traveling with us as well. So
Yeah, man, it'd be so great to meet him in person.
You say that. Yeah, he's got those riders
just-
like Van Halen and Metallica and no green M&Ms and all that other bullshit.
all right. Did we want to get a start on the auction for Mike's piece?
I suppose so. Yeah, I didn't realize it was 10 o'clock. I was just.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just gonna add when this dries, I'll probably just throw a little bit of green and some highlights and stuff on it. But yeah, may not do that on camera. We'll see. I'm almost there though. I'm almost at that
No, it looks
point.
great. Yeah, I removed us from covering the art so people could see it. So.
all right.
Black
so
and white's so good. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
we will start this one in normal fashion at $50. So, Mike, if you could, or Stefan, if you can put 5 minutes on the timer, we will get this going.
God damn, you're demanding.
I'm legally changing my name to Doug.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I consider you a Doug all the time.
Doug joke? I'm not sure.
I only use Doug because Justin was 2 syllables.
I think I missed the Doug joke. Did I? Who's Doug?
Nobody. It was just I wanted to use a name of somebody that wasn't a regular, so I could say "fuck you, Doug," and just
Oh, I got you.
yeah. Just so somebody would go, "What'd it do? What'd it do?" And really to make Murray jealous. I want Murray to think there's another nemesis out there.
And Murray opens it up at 80.
Right on.
See, that's where it would scare me to color it, but like you do such a good job with those eco lines.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, I go
I know
through.
it'll just
Just put it on pure color, pure liquid. I'm not sure I'm going to go color on this. I might, just because there's hints of red, because I drew it with a red pencil crayon at first, so there might the red might actually work pretty cool with some of the green stuff that I'll layer on top. But
I guess like rim lighting or like what do you mean?
no, I don't know. Just as kind of like a weird like contrasty thing that'll happen throughout the piece. I didn't really put any thought into this. I just kind of started drawing, so I don't think about cool things like rim lighting until it's way too late usually.
You have about 3.5 minutes to put thought into it.
Yeah. But yeah, I could throw some green on this. I might as well do that while we got the camera on, and I'll figure out what I'm doing with his face afterwards. I guess, like with his eyes on me. Probably do them in red or something like that. Get some green eco line.
Make him purple. Make him
Well,
Sinestro.
Think about all the
swamp.
outer space stories. Like I love how he shows up as like a red cactus on the end, and he's like blue kind of weird guy on the blue planet, and then he's like that weird like cyber alien kind of metallic suit when he's trying to invade that planet, and then I know he shows up eventually kind of like a shaggy looking hemp plant at some point. So yeah.
Like, why can't he mimic any organic matter in a way?
He can,
There
right?
it goes. There goes.
He can pretty much. That's where
just
Yeah, 'cause
be a
he's
giant lily pad if he felt like it.
He's a full Earth elemental.
Yeah, he's a total Earth elemental. Yeah, that's
And
right.
I guess That was Alan Moore who kind of gave him a lot of those powers, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like he kind of updated all that.
Eric Paris
Where you
jumped
could
it up to
teleport,
200.
sort of.
Right on, Eric.
Nice. That's $50 a square foot. That's not correct math. I'm just.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
I haven't had.
You were
a drink in a
using
while.
the empirical foot, so I was happy.
Yeah.
You didn't go with centimeters, so
Like ET feet.
it made me proud. So, does anybody in this group watch What We Do in the Shadows, the TV series?
No, man, I haven't seen it yet, and I've been dying to. Yeah.
I'm so anxious for the third season to start next month. Or wait, well, next month starting tomorrow. It's September, but yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Forgetting.
Check
Moving
it out. The movie.
Someone said something that reminded me of it. That's why I was.
I'll tell you, the movie I'm really looking forward to, and I hope I can maybe be the first one I see in a theater again, is The Green Knight.
Yeah, that looks.
I love
really
that
good.
story. It's one of my favorite Arthurian stories, and it looks really good. And Dev Patel's fantastic, and
Yeah.
I think it's going to be just great.
Like, visually, it looks.
I'm very
Yeah, it
interested in
looks-
it. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I just love. That's one that I've always wanted to do in like a graphic novel of is the Green Knight. Like I've always thought that would be a really cool thing to challenge. You know, I like to do some of the classics like that, like that or Beowulf or some of the other mythologies kind of stuff. But yeah, love that story.
We're at less than a minute to go, and Eric is in the lead at 200.
God damn. One day I'm gonna buy one of these giant Swamp Thing heads.
We just I got one from Mike in 18 by 24, and we finally got a frame for it big enough.
That was one that I did on the show. Yeah,
Yeah,
the found objects. Yeah, that was fun.
Alicia's at 225.
Hey, can't wait to go through that package that Alicia sent to Casey and I. I'm super stoked. We're gonna do that on Monday. I know Casey's got friends he's seeing tomorrow and that, but Monday I think we'll make it happen.
Yeah, Monday will work.
Yeah,
All right, we'll have to check there.
Yeah.
And I have to see if Eric's got like.
Battling it out tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to look at the actual the recording of it because Eric came in at 3.
Is that right at the? Yeah.
Damn. But that's a good piece, dude. Oh, I like the green. I was too busy watching the chats and wasn't stopped watching the art.
This is what I mean. Like those eco lines, they're so vibrant.
They're so bright, eh? I know. I love them.
I'm still debating. I was going down a rabbit hole watching about eco lines versus hydras versus
Yeah.
what the differences are.
I've never really tried spent too much time with the Hydrus ones. I picked these up one day and I really liked. I had one or two colors and I thought I just loved how intense they were and how you could really change them just by the amount of water that you add. And I was really kind of blown away at the range that a single drop of this green will go so far with the right amount of water. You could do this exact same piece but in a very subtle version of this green and still pretty powerful effect. Like it's pretty cool. And some of them are very, very intense and I actually don't know how well they'll mix together. Yeah.
I would just say don't hang them in the sun.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've often wondered.
They're not light fast.
Yeah, I don't think they're super light fast. I know that I've told people that, like, if you're gonna hang it up in your kitchen, make sure it's not facing the kitchen window, just in case, because I haven't had enough years with them to really see how my pieces will hold up against sunlight with these inks. Like I know some inks do not play well with the sun. Some watercolors.
Because it's a dye, yeah. When they're dyes and they're super vibrant like that, they likely won't hold that vibrancy forever.
I remember I did an art show.
Pigment will, yeah.
Well, I admit I had to be a snob when it comes to the art because it costs, but I pay the money to get the museum glass.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
Makes a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. I remember once I was doing an art show with Erica. We were sharing a booth, and she was selling her jewelry, and I was selling my art. And I had my stuff set up outside the booth, like kind of like it was a 10 by 10 booth with walls. And I kind of had some of my artwork facing out on the outer walls. So I wasn't able to actually see the art. I was looking at it from the back. And I had a dark side piece that I did that I really liked, really like him just standing there in front of like Apocalypse and kind of a cool background piece. It was just a really fun piece. And I loved it. And I had it out there for like sale for like $70 or something. Like I wasn't trying to sell it for very much money. And I had it with its back to me the whole time. And it didn't sell. And at the end of the show, I went outside around the front of the booth and I pulled some artwork down. And it was a blank piece of paper with the barest sketch of the lines that were visible on the page.
No.
The sun had literally baked it out of existence.
Oh, no.
And it wasn't using these kinds of inks. It was using a really, really old set of watercolor I had, because it's going back about 10 or 15 years now. And yeah, I remember just being like, holy shit.
Oh, no.
Fuck around, man.
Actually, you brought something to mind though. I can't believe we haven't done yet. We haven't done, and I feel embarrassed for not having done this yet. But we haven't done a Fourth World night yet.
We haven't done. We should just do a Kirby. Just open it up to a Kirby night and.
Yeah, Kirby's fine. I mean, yeah, I would definitely pick
But
Fourth World. But yeah,
I agree.
a
I like
Kirby
the
night
Fourth
in
World
general would
stuff
be
a lot.
awesome.
Yeah.
The Fourth World stuff was so neat. It was so different and.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is the best, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And right now, that's all I
Oh.
care about.
You can tell when the artist is mad and wants to give a thumb to the eye to Marvel by creating a whole new universe, kind of just right there in the moment. You know what I mean? Like just to
my own mythology.
Just to say fuck you. You know what I mean? Like incredible. Like it's just you can actually see the rage in the page sometimes. Like it's it's incredible what that man was able to create. Like what he was able to do and
doing 4 books at a time. That.
4 books a month.
Mm-hmm.
There's not an artist alive today that can do
Probably helping other artists while he's doing this too. Like it's nuts. Probably doing a lot of his own lettering and.
Oh yeah. Nuts. Totally nuts.
There's a lot of stuff he's uncredited for, I think, too.
Oh yeah.
So I think he even helped like design the Spider-Man outfit and things like that.
Well, the Kirby original Spider-Man designs were pretty weird. It was like a weird cowboy guy with gun that shot webs.
Yeah, that credit does go to Ditko. Like Ditko was a good designer. Did him and Doctor Strange. I was just reading something about that too. Ditko was had a design background, and he had this idea where every piece of a character you should be able to tell who it is. So like when you see that Spider-Man boot, like it's Spider-Man. Yeah. Because there's the webbing on it and stuff. Like every piece of it is designed a certain way to be recognizable. Like that was a big thing with Ditko. Yeah, he did. Like, there's no real precedence for Ditko. He's kind of an anomaly.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, he made another just incredible underrated creator. Like,
Yeah. But he paved the way for Steranko and a lot of guys.
Oh, absolutely.
That green goes down. It's amazing what that stuff does.
Thanks, man.
Bob Ross banging it out.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing. Just gotta beat it up.
We're paint a happy little bayou here.
I say get a happy little tree.
Stomp around in.
Happy little swamp.
Friendly little rabbit alligator. Biting his shin.
My desk is such a friggin' mess. It's unbelievable. I don't know how much is visible on camera, but this desk is a catastrophe. I really got to tear it apart and reset everything here and reorganize. It's a big job though, man, because you end up with so many jobs on the go at the same time that you just can't take the time to like do a proper cleanup between jobs and it's crazy.
What color are you using there? Is that yellow or is that?
I just dropped some yellow, some intense cadmium yellow into my green, and it came out a little bit too yellow, but that's all right. It'll actually fade a little bit. And then once it's dry, I'll probably go over top of this with a bit of white pencil crayon to kind of bring out some texture in places. But yeah, I was thinking I'd give him a little bit of a gold fringe on his leaves here on his face. Just a little bit to kind of break up some forms a little bit. And then I'll probably go in and do some of the twiggy parts with, you know, like a tan color, like a wood color kind of thing. Yeah. Always fun to draw this guy. It's always good medicine to draw this guy.
I got to draw Swamp Thing like 10,000 more times like you to kind of like figure him out, you know, like.
Yeah, he's I don't know. It was honestly, it was my passion for drawing this character was born as a coping mechanism for the grief over losing my grandfather, and it was really just it was like Swamp Thing was waiting for me. It was like, I'm right here, man.
I wonder what that connection there is, eh? Like what is Swamp Thing? What would that have to do with your grandfather? You know?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like my pop did buy me lots of comics and stuff growing up, like, you know, the Max Milk or whatever.
Wow.
But for me, I think really, because I didn't really read Swamp Thing as a kid, and I don't particularly identify Swamp Thing with my grandfather, but for whatever reason, there was a kind of a calming spirit that came over me when I just started drawing him. I just started drawing him after Pop died, and I just drew him every day, and I would start draw him direct with ink, with a nib or something like that. I did this thing I was doing for a while called the dirty nib, where I was drawing with this old nib, busted ass nib pencil I've had since like the 90s.
Oh, I remember you showed me that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was using that to draw with, and yeah, I don't really know, man. I think there's a calming presence with Swamp Thing, and my grandfather was always that with me. He had a way to calm me down because I had a lot of rage issues, and as a kid, and there was just something very calming about his presence. Being around him, you just kind of felt like you were in good hands, you know, like you just kind of felt like you're in a good place. And I think, I don't know, Swamp Thing for whatever reason emerged on the page for me during those days, and really was kind of there for me in a way that I could never have imagined. And
I get it, you know.
Yeah, it's a strange thing. Like grief is a strange thing, and it works strange magic on your brain sometimes. And for whatever reason, Swamp Thing just came out of this, and it's become kind of like a go-to thing now. When I'm starting to feel blue, Swamp Thing shows up, and everything gets better.
I'm gonna go back to the green.
Yeah.
Like my lonely, pitiable green monster was the Hulk, right? Like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I'm
my identify. Yeah.
Like, for me, the Thing is like my guy. So like when I draw, you know, Swamp Thing, I think there's a little bit of ease and kind of relaxation that comes with it. The Thing is when I'm really down. If you see me drawing Ben Grimm, it's because there's usually something really, really heavy going on. And Ben Grimm is the ultimate, you know, shoulder to cry on, so to speak, artistically speaking. So, yeah, it's funny the relationships we end up having with these characters, whether we realize it or not. You know, I'm a 46-year-old person, and I have these really long relationships with these fictional characters that, you know, they don't let you down like real people do sometimes, you know?
Probably blasphemy, but I can almost picture Swamp Thing smoking a cigar there, you know?
Yeah.
But he probably wouldn't smoke or like abuse tobacco leaves or something that way.
I've drawn him smoking a pipe before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's natural. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's more of a weed guy, though, in my opinion.
Yeah. A pipe made out of...
I'm definitely an old man pipe guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, we gonna wrap this up for the night?
Sure, we can. Yeah. If you want.
20 after.
Well, it sounds like someone needs to go to bed.
Well, I am an hour ahead of you guys.
Yeah, it's true. It's a flip. It's the Bizarro Justin. He's an hour ahead of us now.
Can't believe you're filming from your own store. That's happened.
It's coming. We I should have. I'm hoping to have everything set up next week and start tagging things. So
that's a big job, eh? Just like pricing.
Oh yeah, huge.
All right, well,
Do you
yeah,
catalog?
I guess, we'll wrap it up for the night. Barry said you just suck it up, Justin. The night's still young.
yeah.
So, but yeah. Again, thanks everybody for contributing. Both Casey, Hugh, when you see this, and Mike, and Justin giving up books for the cause. Everybody in the chat rooms who contributed to the campaign. I can't say enough. I mean, I'm blown away that this thing was done in 20 minutes. It's awesome.
Seconds.
Yeah.
It's staggering, man. That's incredible.
And honestly, the only reason it was 20 minutes is because the hiccup we had trying to get the video started. You guys are just champs. You guys make these every other Saturdays awesome for me. I love being here, and that's it. I hope everyone has a great weekend. We will see you guys in 2 weeks, right?
For sure. Yep.
Yeah. Cheers.
Be good, everyone. Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
Take care.
You're amazing.